me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
You serious?
You're goddamn right.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
No.
Oh, holy smokes, ladies and gentlemen of the Bearded Society, the 199, the Fellowship, welcome to Bro Science episode 11. The times, the weeks are just flying by. Thank you, chat, for being here. We already have several super chats to start the show.
Let's go.
But we got to check in with the bros. We got to check in with the boys. We'll start with X-Wing today. X-Wing, what the hell have you been up to?
What's up, Brett? Oh, wait, no, I can't do that. Hey, what's going on? Starting off on a dark note. What's up, dudes? Oh, man.
How you doing, man? What have you been up to? How's Elden Ring?
I am obsessed.
Yeah,
He's been playing with the chainmail.
Yeah, I've been doing my streams with the chainmail on. In fact, I think we're going to see some art a little later today. But, yeah, it's been incredible, man. It's been a lot of fun raising the baby girl, looking forward to Bro Science, and absolutely ripping my hair out at my normal job.
Well,
what
man,
do you do?
I remember having a normal job.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, so I run so contractor support is like when a HVAC contractor gets on site to work on something and they're like, I know what I'm doing. They call me. So I do all of North America for my company. So Mexico, USA, Canada.
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you deal with people who don't know what they're doing for a living.
They're mechanics who don't know how to mechanic, basically, is yeah.
And you help them.
Yeah.
Okay. Mechanics
very
who
noble.
don't know how to mechanic.
Yeah.
So you're like the head mechanic. It's like, ask me all the questions because I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I'll save
Exactly.
the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
15 years in the field spinning wrenches. I know exactly what I'm doing. And
When
even
you
if I
tried
can't
everything-
see it, I can talk to them and we'll get it through.
You tried everything, nothing worked. Call X-Wing.
Yep.
There you go. There you go. Dan fucking Vasc. We're in the polo today.
Yes.
What's up, Dan Vasc? How you doing, brother?
Doing great. I just opened a package that got here today.
Oh, man.
Look at that.
Civilization 3.
3.
Brazilian version. I got the Brazilian version. I already have the American version, which is right there.
Cool.
There.
Yeah.
I
awesome.
have the Civilization 2 Brazilian and American, and I have Civilization 3 American and Brazilian. And I wanted to get the Brazilian version. As you can see, it's very different. The American one is all colorful, and
Yeah.
the Brazilian one folds open,
Look at that.
unfolds open, and it's like, I love those boxes that have they fold open with more marketing. It's like there's too much awesomeness not to have more of it on the cover. So yeah,
It's so Civilization Sid Meier's.
it's Sid Meier's Civilization.
He
He's
did
like
Pirates too, didn't he?
he did Pirates, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's one of those that likes to put his name in front of every game.
Like Tom Clancy.
Tom
Yeah.
Clancy, Hideo Kojima, yeah.
Hell yeah,
Cool
man.
stuff.
So what you do with those, you just collect them. You don't really have an intention of playing them. You just
I
collect them
play
and put them
them.
up on the
I
wall.
have
Okay.
I have an actual Windows 98 build where I play them
That's fucking
Crazy.
badass, man.
right over there
That's badass.
with 100% period accurate hardware, everything on that computer from the mouse. It's one of those ball mouses.
Ball mouse. Yeah.
You know, yeah.
And the system makes all those clicks and rattles and stuff when you fire it up.
Yeah.
yeah.
Jay, come here and say that to my face.
I'll send Jay the
you.
link.
I
I'll send him the
challenge
link.
Jay to come here and say that to my face.
And you know what he's gonna
been
say?
talking shit in the chat for 1 month
He always does that.
and never shows up.
You know what I'll do? I'll send Jay the link, and then I'll just keep him backstage waiting for like 20 minutes.
That's Bro Science.
That's why we
That's
did that
the
to
bro
him
science.
once, and he was traumatized and never showed up again.
He'll never show up again.
Yeah,
Man, that's cool, man. You know what I want? I want to invest in a PlayStation 1. I know I have one somewhere, but I'm going to have to go through boxes and boxes and boxes at my parents' house just to find it. I might just buy one off of eBay.
That's what I was just gonna look.
Why don't you buy a PS2? It's cheaper.
I have one.
Oh, you already have one.
I have a
Which
PlayStation
one
2.
is it? The Slim?
It's the Slim.
Okay, so you already can play PlayStation 1 games in it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was backwards
But
compatible.
I kind of just want to have it just to have it, you know?
Yeah.
Right. I understand completely. I also own both a PS2 and a PS1.
Yeah.
Because on the PS2, you don't get to hear the...
Yes. The boom. Yes. Hell yeah. Yep. Yes.
I still have I've got freaking PTSD from hearing the PlayStation 2, the wow,
Yes,
and then
And it stops.
And then hoping that it's gonna read the game.
Come on.
Exactly.
Come on. Hopefully it's gonna read the game. Dude, I went through 2 PS2s. I burnt out the disc reader, the laser, on my first PlayStation 2, the big one. The big one.
Yeah.
And then I burnt out the laser that reads the disc, so I got another one, the PlayStation Slim. I have the silver one.
Right.
Yeah.
That happened to me too, but I just exchanged the optical unit. But I ended up killing my fat PS2 because I was trying to fix it myself.
Fat shaming.
Yeah.
Well, we love fat shaming over here at Bro Science.
The cooler had a problem. And then I disassembled it. I exchanged it. I replaced the cooler. But then I did something wrong when trying to assemble it again. That it just died.
It seems like the whole era, dude. PS2 and Xbox 360 were just made with junk parts, bro. Those things exploded constantly.
Yes.
The 360. Did you guys have problems with the infamous 3 red lights of death?
Yeah, the red ring of death.
So I never had a 360, but I know all about the ring of death, the red ring of death.
I went through 6 Xbox 360s.
It was
That's
3
wild.
lights, 3 red lights that showed up on your on the little circle with the green lights. If they turn red and it's 3, you're fucked. And
It's bricked.
Yep.
The console's bricked.
no,
Paperweight.
that's not it. That's over. Oh, how do you say that in English? When it's too hot.
It's overheated.
Overheated.
Overheat. That the system is overheated, and what happens is that the thermal paste that connects the little
processor?
circuits it melts, and then the connection is gone. You don't have any more connection because the connecting paste
Makes
is
sense.
gone. And what you need to do, what you used to do back at that time, or at least what I saw on the internet, I used to get a blow dryer and just heat the console and then install little pieces of rubber inside that will press the circuit board into the little pieces to melt the paste again with the blow dryer, and then it will work for a few more days, but then it will work for shorter and shorter and shorter periods
Throw it
of
in the
time.
trash.
And it came to a point that I was doing that every day. I was using the blow dryer every day to play Resident Evil 5. I would play for like 2 hours, and then the red lights of death would show up again, and we use the blow dryer again. It was a nightmare. I could just
Keep a hose on it,
exchange
man. Just keep a hose on it the whole time. It'll never get overheated. I promise.
I could just exchange it with Microsoft. They would give you a new one. However,
You'd lose all your data.
mine was modded.
That's what it is. I remember the very first PlayStation 4.
Yar.
If you had the first PlayStation 4 for several years, you go to fire it up, it sounds like a jet engine.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Starting up. Just like it sounds like a lawnmower.
7,000 RPM.
Dude, my brother's first computer, he got off of a friend. Eventually, it became so bad, he would have to take the front face of the tower off and blow a fan into it just to keep it cold.
Nice.
Damn.
Yeah, he
That's
used to have a
extreme.
standing fan and blow the fan air into the computer with the side off just to keep the computer cool.
Damn. Just replace the
Damn.
cooler.
Man, my studio
It
computer
wasn't like that.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. My studio computer's cooler is starting to make a weird noise, and it's supposed to be silent because it's a water cooler. And I
Right,
bought a
right.
water cooler for that computer on purpose because it's a recording studio. The computer is supposed to be completely silent. on a recording studio. We're starting to make a small noise that's showing up on recordings, and that sucks. I'll have to replace that.
WD-40, brother. Hose it down.
Just hose it down. Just some more thermal paste. Put some rubber on it.
There you go.
Just throw water on it.
Yeah, just douse it in water.
Yeah.
I've seen some PCs that use the non-conductive like liquid,
yeah,
and they make like a water tank. It looks like a water tank PC where the entire thing is underwater, but it's this non-conductive liquid that is completely safe with electronics. But it looks like their entire inside of their PC is underwater, like in a fish tank. Yeah,
those are really
wild.
cool. I've always wanted to do that.
I've seen computer cases with fish tanks, but it's like just the external part of it, and it creates like an optical illusion that it makes it seem that the computer has fishes swimming on it, but not the whole computer. That's crazy.
Yep. It's wild stuff. Jay's in the chat. So are Jen and Sylvie Saska. What's up, Jen and Sylvie Saska? And I saw
ladies?
Wicked Virtue. People are adding. Yes, Wicked Virtue says hi. What's up, Wicked?
Sister?
Hello, Amanda.
What's up, Wicked? How you doing? Devin Soria with a 199 to start the show says big PP energy is what I'm craving. Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Let's go. Trust the bro science. Sean Nagrinall with a 4 months. Finally get to catch an episode of Bro Science. Time to lock it the fuck in. You're damn
What's
right.
up, Nagrinall?
What's up,
Thank you,
Nagano?
Sean. Prometheus Creations for a 1 month recommitment. Trust the bro science. Hail the 199 PS. Screw Disney for the fans with a salute.
Disney. How was the Acolyte yesterday?
Horrible.
X-Wing?
Horrible.
Oh, buddy. It was great. It was incredible.
How many
It was
episodes do we
awesome.
have left?
One more.
One more.
So that was the second to last.
That was the second to last. Yeah, we got witches turning into Dracula. We got forced
awesome.
possession going on. Oh, man. It was incredible.
Fuck.
I
forgot to do the wellness check on you last night. Hope it was all
Yeah,
fine.
it was. I have never laughed so hard ever.
I almost don't. I talked about it this morning a lot with Jay on Geeks and Gamers Daily. I don't want to talk about the Acolyte anymore.
I'm so done.
Oh man, it's so
great
horrible.
for the channel, but I'm like so tired of it. I'm so tired. We had a Wookiee with a metal detector yesterday. Like, how far is
Did
this
Jay
gonna go?
get to 90K
Yes, he
because
did.
of the Acolyte already?
Yes,
Hell
he did.
yeah.
Yes, he did. He's on his way to 100.
Jay's loving the Acolyte.
Oh, yeah.
Rachel Hill for a $2. Love bro science banter
Yes.
chat. Big PP energy. Let's go. Thank you, Rachel Hill. Cheryl for a $20. Hail to all three of you, amazing men. I became a Hanger member a couple of days ago. So happy to support all three of you as much as I can. You're the best. Thank you, Cheryl.
Hey, Beardo, I wanted to tell you something real quick.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think I'm finally going to do it. I think we're going to be the X-Force.
What's that?
I've been telling you.
You know why? Because there are so many funny clips you can use from Deadpool for X-Force.
Yeah.
I feel like you have to do it, right? It makes sense.
I've
It's
been
better
telling
than
you.
the Hanger Gang. And not to mention,
know
I've
it
made
is.
so much merch where I've put gang on it, and they won't do it because it says gang.
I've been telling you. Okay, so Dan, so you know how Geeks and Gamers has the 199
Oh, you're going to change the name of your community.
of his community. Yeah, so
Yeah.
Jay has the Rebellion. I have the Bearded Society. X-Wing has Hanger Gang, but I've been telling him that he just needs to change it to the X-Force.
Huh. If
I've been fighting it.
Yeah, X-Force is more SEO friendly.
Yeah, 100%. Hanger Gang, it just was not doing it. It was people aren't digging it.
And we can make fun of you calling the XXX Force.
Yeah, there you go. Triple X Force.
Triple X-Force. I like the X-Force, man.
That's
All
cool.
right,
That's cool.
sorry for the reroute, but yeah,
I
No, you're
approve.
I was
good.
thinking of you.
I approve. I approve.
Margaret with a $20. Hi, gorgeous guys. I want to say thank you. When I cracked my tailbone, your encouragement to me and all of your chats keep me exercising has helped me stay on track. I'm only 7 pounds from my goal weight. Don't stop because I won't.
That's cool.
Love to hear that, Margaret.
That's
Love
cool.
to hear that. I'm glad that your recovery is going well. And thank you for the $20, Margaret. Ingrid with a $50. Good day from Australia. How are you, charming chaps? I was given a new gaming moniker yesterday. Gamer BO 189. They must think I stink. Dan, have you ever played Atari? Beardo, no need to agree with my words just because I pay some money. Oh, no. Hey, listen, if you guys pay money and I disagree, I think it's stupid as shit, I'll say so. I'll say so. Especially
That
Dan.
happened last week.
Especially, yeah. It happens, man. It happens. Hey, your super chat is always much appreciated. But hey, we're open-minded here. If we have opinions, you guys have opinions. I'll say that your opinion's stupid if I don't agree with it. And if you guys don't agree with our opinions, you guys are more than welcome to call us stupid. Danny, have you ever played Atari?
Yes, of course I have.
There you go. Thank you, Ingrid, for the $50. We just had a $100 super chat from Deborah Perkins. Says nothing. Thank you, Deborah, for the $100. That's huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Hope that was not an accident.
Yeah, hopefully it wasn't
accidentally
an accident.
deleted it. Enter. No.
Oh, I meant to say something. Amanda Allen gifted a Fear the Beardo membership. Thank you, Amanda. You love to see it. Bishop became a new channel member. Thank you, Bishop's opening, for the commitment. Steel Leg of History for 5 months. Thanks for all your kindness and support. I just hit 2.5 thousand watch hours, and I can't thank Punch McLightning enough for the thumbnail he did for me for Elden Ring.
Awesome, man.
Shout out. Hail to Punch McLightning, man. One of the best thumbnail artists in the game.
Is that what you need to get monetized? How many watch hours do you need nowadays?
It used to be 5,000 watch hours. Was it?
For me, it was you needed 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. I think they.
But now there's something else. Now there's something
there's
like
a half
midway
partner program. Yeah, it's like 500 and 2,500 or something like that.
Yeah, it's like 500 subscribers and 25 to accept super chats.
Back in my day, we had to work our ass to be monetized.
Back in my day, you were monetized out of just by making a channel.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember when I was getting like a couple cents from my monetization.
Yeah.
Dude, none of my videos are
That's all I
live
get paid.
streams. Like, if I do a live stream, it's automatically demonetized. I don't know why. Well,
Even
I do
the
know why.
gaming ones?
Yeah, it's because I play music. But I don't care. The chat always comes through. The chat always comes through with the super chats.
We're trying to make a show
Cheeto.
for you.
Yeah, man, we're entertainers at the end of the day. We're here to entertain. That's what we do. Casey Cheeto with 10 gifted Fear the Beardo memberships.
Go.
The Bearded Society grows thicker, 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 thicker. Thank you, Casey Cheeto, for the 10
Good to see you,
gifted. Love to see it. Let's show off the fan art for today. I don't know if Elfie's here, but we'll go ahead and show it off anyway. Elfie Astrid, who's in the chat. Look at this bro science fan art. Look at this.
Absolutely my favorite one ever.
Lord of the Rings. Look, she's got the elvish attire.
Yeah.
Right here. She got the elvish
She's wearing
attire.
Arwen's dress.
Sons of Gondor. You got the one ring right here. Hashtag
Trust the bro science.
My treasure. Look at this. The calligraphy.
Incredible.
Always on point.
Imagine Gandalf taking the ring to the fireplace. And it
It
lit
just
up.
says it on the inside. We got to get somebody on
Bro
that.
science.
Trust the bro science. And, of course, the cleavage. You can't ignore
Of
the
course.
cleavage.
Yeah.
Of course.
Thank you, Elfie, for the amazing fan art, as always.
I can't believe she drew the chainmail. There's like 10,000
that's
circles
crazy.
on that chainmail coif.
Yeah,
Lots
that's
of
awesome.
little balls.
Well, oh, yeah,
Why are you
yeah,
laughing?
yeah. Yeah, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that.
Why are you laughing?
Look at this. Yeah, why are you laughing?
Incredible.
I think those are big.
Yeah. Those are like pretty
those
average.
are average size.
Yeah, pretty normal.
Those are
size,
average.
I would say.
Yeah.
Very
some would
well
say
done.
some would say big even.
Yeah.
Some special attention to X-Wing there.
Finally. I feel loved.
What's up, Can Man? I see Cam Man in the chat. How
What's
you
up,
doing,
Can
Man?
Man?
Night Saber. Shout out to the mods for holding it down over there. Ingrid for $10. Don't you guys know that BO means body odor? Gamer body odor 189. They must think I stink. Yeah, we got that. We got that.
I don't know what body odor is. I always smell like leather-bound books and wisdom.
Oh, yeah.
Daddy's Girl Smiles for $10. Sitting in my office in Boston, Massachusetts, and thinking, what would I like as a snack? And realize it's 2 p.m. on Wednesday. Best treat ever. Amazing chemistry with this threesome. Thank you for the $10. Much appreciated. Stephen Brown with the 7 months. Hail the Tattoo Crew. I had my best day in years at the Denver Expo. Got to meet Jay and the beautiful Saska sisters. Vindicta. God bless. I just wanted to make sure I pronounced that right. God
Jay
bless.
promised me to make a Dan Vasc tattoo on his left butt cheek, and I'm still waiting.
Oh, it's there.
You think it's there already?
Probably.
Valerie K with the $5. Also, special thanks to Dan. You're my inspiration to push myself harder. Lost 9 kilograms, feeling better and fitter than ever. Hey, congratulations. And thank you for the $5. Valerie with another 5. Your last killer workout to shock the muscles. Mine today was epic. Taking stairs tomorrow will be fun. Why you loathe leg day so much is great.
I hate leg day.
I like back day the most.
I hate leg day.
My most killer workout. It's
got to be
back
all of
day.
them.
All of them. But I love
Got to
doing
be all of them.
I love doing lat pull downs, superset. No, drop set. Sorry, lat pull downs, drop set. And then you go right into the rows, the sitting down rows, and then you go over to the bench and you grab dumbbells, but you put the bench on an incline and you put your chest on the incline bench. You put your chest on it, and then you have the weights hanging there, and then you do rows that way. I love that.
Yeah, that's great. That's great because you can do your rows without engaging your lower back.
Right.
Because your lower back, when you do those rows, just sustaining your own weight with your lower back, sometimes your lower back might fail before your lats do.
Right.
And you don't want that. Unless you're training for lower back hypertrophy, which we don't usually do because we want to achieve that V shape.
Correct.
And you don't want your lower back to be too thick, otherwise you'll be like a square. But if you don't want to engage your lower back too much, do that Beardo described.
And also,
it's great.
When you do the sit down rows where you're keeping your form on your own, it is much easier to throw out your back. It's much easier to like pinch a nerve or like slip something in your back when you're just doing that sit down with like the good posture and then doing that. When you actually put up a bench on an incline and you put your chest on it and then you do rows that way, less chance of injury when you do that, for sure.
Same thing for machine rolls. There's a machine roll in my gym that I do just that, but I'm seated and then there's something that supports my chest, and then I do this. Yeah.
I also like isolating one arm at a time. I like going like 15 reps. I mean, till failure, really, but it's mostly around like 15 to 20 reps where I'll hit failure. Do that, and then do that the same to the other side. So you're isolating both sides, because sometimes when you go both at the same time, you are still favoring your strong hand when you do it. So when you isolate and you just do one at a time, you're really focusing on your weak side when you hit.
I understand that.
Side.
I understand that, and that is true if you're doing something with a bar.
Yes.
Or if a machine has like only one bar that you pick up with both arms. But when the machine itself isolates each weight, when it's articulated with each weight and each side has an independent load, then you bypass that. And you save time if you have a machine like that.
Yes.
That's why I think free weights are so good, because it keeps you dynamic as opposed to being on a machine. Free weights are so much better for me.
Some machines are isolated too, but then one where they're on the same plane, when they're on the same bar, the same axis, then
you favor your stronger
you'll
side.
favor your stronger side for sure.
Yeah, but I must confess, I don't do a lot of rows. And the reason why I have a back day, the way I'm doing it nowadays, I told you guys I was doing a full body split some time ago. Now I'm doing push-pull legs, but I'm doing like Monday's push, Wednesday is legs, Friday is pull, and there's Tuesday and Thursday. On Tuesday I do just shoulders, and on Thursday I do just back, because I want to reinforce those muscles a little bit. So my split is this little weird thing that is a mix of push-pull legs with emphasis on shoulders and back. And when I do on that, what I do on that back day, I do only one exercise of rows, and the rest is pull-downs. All sorts of pull-downs, pull-ups, basically movements that I do this vertically. Why? Because what rows do, they make the back of your back, if that makes sense, the back of your back thicker.
Correct.
It pushes your back like out behind you. You start looking more like Bane. You start getting thicker on that plane. You start
Yep.
getting thicker on that plane.
Yep.
You see more of that.
When you do the lat pull downs,
And when you
that
do
works on your
lats,
width.
when
It's
you
the
do
width.
pull down movements, your lats do this
Yep.
to the sides. So that's what I'm trying to achieve. I think I'm thicker on the back of my back the way I like it already. And now I want to get like my lats spread out
Yes.
a little bit more.
Good
Start
lat.
doing that.
This.
Push out.
Yep.
I want to get my lats spread out. So if you want to achieve that V shape, you got to do that. You got to make your lats be more spread than your lower back.
Yeah.
You don't want to
achieve
go
that
too far with
V-shape.
it because you won't be able to wipe your own ass.
Yeah, you still
I'd
want
rather
to wipe
look.
your own
I'd rather
ass.
look.
Hey, there's
big.
bidets.
Yeah, that's why you have a
Bidets.
bidet. I would rather look big and have a bidet
There
than
you go.
have the ability to wipe my own ass.
That's
I'd rather
what we
look
do. We
big.
create solutions
Yeah.
here.
Yes.
Fuck wiping.
But I love, like, for lat pull downs, I love drop sets. I love drop sets. I'll do heavy,
Nice.
and then I'll do medium weight, and then I'll drop it down light. And I'll do three sets in one. I'll do 3 sets technically in one set because it's a drop set. So by the time I'm done, if I do 4 different sets, I have done 12 sets
Yeah.
within the 4 sets because I'm dropping it. I do heavy, medium,
Right.
light. And man, dude, talk about burning out and getting
Yeah.
that fucking burn, dude.
I've been
love
doing drop sets on shoulder day. I've
That's
been
good
doing
too.
Arno presses with drop sets.
Yeah, because your shoulders can take the abuse. There's a few muscle groups that can take abuse like that. Biceps can take abuse like that. Shoulders, abs, and calves can all take abuse like that, where you can
Yeah.
literally hit them
My pecs can't.
almost every single fucking
Don't
day.
do drop set squats, man.
No,
Don't
dude,
do
no.
it.
Don't
Don't
do that.
do it. You
Don't
might
I gotta
die.
get my boobs back. That's one of those ones though. So my problem is, especially like getting right back into the gym, you know, with if I'm doing flies or something like that and I take it to failure, I'm out of commission for 2 weeks because these things tear and it's
Just
just
the first
like,
day.
That's beginner pain. That's beginner pain.
Yeah.
That won't happen all the time.
Yeah.
And my favorite. I've
Warrior
talked about it on this
through
show.
it.
Yes, my favorite flies. Yeah, machine flies are fine. My favorite flies are getting on that bench, putting it at an incline,
free weight
putting
flies.
it at an incline. Take your free weights. You burn out. You go to failure on flies, and then in the same set, before I don't drop the weight, I'll take the weights and I'll put them together, and then I'll do close grip little bench
yeah.
press
that gets
thing.
the inside of them.
And that gets right here.
Yeah.
That gets
Yeah.
right
You gotta spread your elbows doing that. Spread
Yeah.
your elbows,
Keep your elbows out.
otherwise you'll be doing nothing but tricepts.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got to spread them out like this.
Spread your elbows.
Or if you keep them somewhat like you don't not in like this because then that's triceps. But if you like not just like this, but if you keep them
Yeah,
like
you
this,
don't.
then
It doesn't
you
need
can do a
to
little
be
bit of
all
both.
the way. Just be mindful, and you start feeling when your triceps are helping too much. Just
Yes.
Wrong thing's
like,
hurting.
Maybe 45 degrees maximum. You don't
Yeah.
need to be like straight like that because
Yeah.
that puts your shoulder in a tremendous stress, and you may not feel it right now on your 20s, but in your 30s, you remember me.
Yeah.
You
And
remember
also
that.
this is trust the bro science right here. And I
Yeah.
cannot preach this enough. You have to envision while you are training, you have to envision and almost put your brain and eyeballs into that muscle group that you're working out. You have to mentally put yourself in that muscle group that you're working out, and you will focus and feel that burn and exercise way more. Like there's the mind to muscle connection is not to just be like, that's not a phrase just to like throw
not
away.
magic.
Okay, yeah. No, it's no. Well, it kind of does work like magic because you do have to mentally put yourself there, and almost magically now you're really fucking working out that muscle.
But there's
group.
a biological reason. There's an
100%. Yeah,
rational
they've
reason.
done brain to body studies that show you actually do get to break it down as the most reductive as possible. You increase your gains if you focus on
Yeah,
that.
you get stronger contractions and longer. The opposite of contractions. What is the word?
Extensions.
Yeah,
extension.
stretches.
Yeah.
You get better stretches and stronger contractions.
And also, if you take it a step further, beyond just focusing and putting your mind where that muscle group is while you're doing that exercise, you take it a step further and you think about what you want that to look like, what you want your muscles to look like
Yeah.
as you're working it out. Think and imagine the size and the vascularity of what you want that muscle group to work out. Imagine like you're training biceps or doing curls, and you're thinking about, man, what size do I want my arms, while you're focusing on that muscle group and then thinking about your goal while you're doing it. That game fucking changer. Imagine, it's almost like speaking it into existence. When you say you're going to do something, you keep telling yourself, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and you're putting in the work to do it. As you're saying that you're going to do that thing, it's the same logic. You put your mind into that muscle group, and then you're thinking about what you want that muscle group to look like, what your goal is. It's a game fucking changer, man, because you will achieve those goals. You will achieve that shape just by focusing and thinking about it while you're doing the exercise. This is no bullshit, man. This is the
That's
truth.
called conditioning. That's called conditioning. You're conditioning your own mind. You're basically brainwashing yourself to do the actions, to do whatever the actions necessary to achieve that goal. You're conditioning your mind to transform that desire into action, which is really what brings results. A lot of people think this is some sort of magic, this is some sort of mystical bullshit, that the power of your thoughts alone will bring results. No, what the power of your thoughts do is bring up the power of action that you're already capable of, but wasn't willing to do it, or didn't know you were capable to do it. That brings up that power in you, the power of your actions, which is what brings you results. That's basically what you're doing.
Yep.
What do the annoying Instagram girls say? They're like, I'm not conjuring. What do they say when they're like, I'm
manifesting.
Manifesting. There you go. Manifest it.
Yeah. Oh, that sucks that they are bastardizing that word like that, because that's a good word. That's pretty much like you're transforming something that wasn't real into something in the real world, something that it is real. Manifesting is a pretty good word for it, but I hate when those weirdos hijack those words, man.
Yeah.
Manifest destiny. That's bro science.
Like empowering. Destiny. Empowering is a good word, but I cannot help but cringe every time I hear it, because the weirdos hijacked it.
Or marginalized. I just think of butter every single time I hear that. They're talking about there's like huge people, and they're like, I'm a marginalized person. Like, you have been marginalized.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But trust the bro science, man. Trust the bro science on that. You got to put your mind into the muscle group and then think about achieving your goal, what your goal physique looks like as you're training that muscle group, and it's a fucking game changer, man.
You know what's unique about bodybuilding and as a sport and training for hypertrophy? It's the only sport that when you train once, after you put in the work once, one day, you get a little glimpse of what the final result will be. What's that? The pump.
The pump.
Yeah.
So absolutely something I recommend every beginner and everybody, not even beginners, everybody, you guys.
Yeah.
Don't forget to check your pump in the gym.
Oh yeah.
After you're done.
Check your little piece of cheesecake on the end of it, where you're like, that's what I'm gonna look like.
Yeah, so, that might go away in a couple of hours, but that will give you a little glimpse of what will happen if you continue, if you keep it up.
And here's a little bit more bro science advice with the pump.
Yeah.
When you get the pump, that pump you get, it's almost like looking 6 months into the future of what you will look like on a regular day-to-day basis in about 6 months when you get that pump.
Yeah,
and
vascularity.
Also, correct. And also, I urge you, when you're checking the pump in the mirror, whether it's in the locker room or at home or whatever, wherever you're training and working out, flex the fuck out. Flex out. If you just work chest, flex your fucking chest. Do it a few times. Almost like it's its own workout. Flex the fuck out. Put that blood right back into your pecs. Put them into your shoulders, your deltoids, wherever. Whatever muscle group that you trained. And when you're checking out the pump, flex the fuck out while you're checking yourself out and you're checking the pump. That'll also increase gains.
Yeah,
putting that blood right back in there, because what you're doing is now you're reintroducing blood, because while you're working out, you're getting the blood flow into that muscle group while you're working out. And then you stop working out, and now your body is like, that's why you might get lightheaded, because now your body is trying to disperse the blood throughout the rest of your body now that your workout is over. Put the blood right back fucking in, not even just in a workout, but flexing it the fuck out. And that will help with the gains.
Might get some extra
Absolutely.
tear in there too. A lot of people don't think about that when people are like, "Hey, you need to max out," is that you're trying to do as much damage as humanly fucking possible. If that's the type of workout that you're doing.
So I don't agree with maxing out.
Okay.
I don't agree with maxing out at all. I think maxing out is you're adding much risk to injury when you max out. I think of maxing out, you can max out maybe
Define maxing
once
out.
or
Well, I would say
maxing
taking
out
it
is
to
doing
failure.
the most you can for 1 rep.
Right.
That's maxing out.
Okay.
You do
I
the
think
most you
taking
can
it to
for 1 rep.
failure.
Oh yeah, okay. So failure. Yes, correct. So I do believe in failure. That's why I say when you work out, you do a moderate, you do heavy to moderate medium weight that you can push 15 to 20 times for all 4 sets. Moderate, heavy to medium weight, and you just go to failure every single fucking set.
Yeah.
That's what I believe in. I don't think maxing out does you any fucking benefit except for getting a baseline of how strong you are. But really, who gives a fuck about how strong you are unless you're doing a strongman competition or the world's strongest man? Who gives a fuck? We want to look good. You want to look good. So that's why I say do a moderate to heavy to medium, weight range. You get in the 15 to 20 reps per set. And go to failure. Don't even count don't even count it. Don't count your reps. Okay, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Fuck that. Don't even count. Just go till failure until you physically can't fucking do it anymore. And then you take about a 30-second minute break, and then you do it again. And then you do it again. And you do that 4 times per exercise. That's what I believe in.
And that's where you find yourself is in that failure moment. That's when you really find yourself.
Oh, dude,
'cause you're like,
it's
can
that
you
personal.
get it out?
It's that personal glory that only you know. Only you will know. It's something. It's like the song. It's like the Rocky soundtrack. It's you versus you. Only you know if you really couldn't do any other rep.
Yep.
It's
So
cool stuff.
maxing out, I don't believe in maxing out. I think it's ego lifting at that point. And if you want to do it once a year just to get a baseline of how strong you are, fine. But maxing out like every week or even every month, that's way too fucking
Can't be good
much,
for
man.
you.
You're just going to injure yourself, man. You're just going to hurt yourself. Maxing out to me is fucking retarded. But anyways, that's just the bro science.
Got to be mindful of your limits. And because sometimes with that warrior mentality, everybody who works out has that warrior mentality, and if they don't have it, they end up developing it. But sometimes we need to pull the brakes on it because our body has limitations, and sometimes we train our mind so much to ignore pain and ignore discomfort that sometimes we bypass some important signals that our body is sending us.
Yeah, red flags.
Which we shouldn't. We need to be smart about it. We need to be warriors about it, but we need to be smart warriors about it.
Correct. Sherry with a question. What is the difference between failure and maxing out? Well, we just kind of talked about it, but just to answer your question and do another recap. Maxing out is putting as much weight as you can on an exercise and being able to do it just one time. You know that you're going to fail the second time. You're trying to just lift this massive amount of weight just to get 1 rep.
Yeah. Some people call it 1 rep max. It's I think I personally it's useful to know your 1 rep max, but there are other ways to calculate it. Yeah. You don't need to actually do 1 rep max. It's cool if you do it maybe, as Beardo said, once or twice a year, just so you can know how it feels like to move a very a humongous load with good technique.
Right.
That cannot be stressed enough. If you're messing up your technique, you already failed. That's not your 1 rep max. Your 1 rep max is 1 rep being done with the maximum load with good technique.
With good
If
form.
you do that, maybe once or twice a year, it can be useful. But it's like, but it's once a month, once a week is insane.
That's ego lifting.
I tried to
can't-
move
they
one
are
of those
1 rep
Atlas stones
max.
last year. 250-pound Atlas stone. Like, you wouldn't think 250 is all
Oh,
that bad,
shit.
but when it's round, it's a real
You have
problem.
it, yeah.
It's a real
And
problem.
then going till failure is, like I said, doing a heavy to moderate amount of weight. So about a medium, slightly heavy amount of weight, but doing each set with 15 to 20 reps. But failure literally means going till failure. It means you do so many repetitions that you are failing out. You don't count your reps. You just do it until you physically cannot fucking go and do any more repetitions anymore. And then you stop. You take a minute break, 30 seconds to a minute break, and then you do it again, and you go till failure again with that moderate to heavy amount of weight.
Yeah,
that's
and by
going till
doing
failure.
one set to failure with whatever load, let's say, whatever you made 12 repetitions with X amount of load. You can use a 1 rep max calculator. You can just Google that 1 rep max calculator and just put in your load, put in your the amount of reps that you did, and it will give you a very approximate number of your 1 rep max. If you want to know, if you're curious about your 1 rep max, because it's useful to know in order to see if you're progressing, in order to see if you're making not only muscle gains but strength gains as well. And those are more intertwined than people think. I know there's a separation between strongman and bodybuilding, and powerlifting and bodybuilding, but those also are intertwined. Some of the greatest bodybuilders ever, they trained powerlifting. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Franco Columbu used to be a professional powerlifter.
Yep.
Right? So, and there are studies about different kind of hypertrophies as well, that a certain type of fiber that grows more with powerlifting movements, more on the lower range, lower repetitions, and a higher load. You can check up all that. I don't know the specifics. I just saying that there's a use for higher loads and lower repetitions. But if you're doing less than 5 repetitions, for example, 4 or 5,
it's useless.
If you're doing, I would say lesser than that, it's no use.
Unless you are literally training for a strongman competition or
we're talking about hypertrophy.
Competition.
Yeah.
Like there, in my opinion, there is no reason to be maxing out and to be pushing a massive amount of weight for 3 reps. No, that's dumb.
Yeah.
That's so dumb. You're just asking for injuries. That's ego lifting. If you're trying to build a strong physique and an appealing physique, there's no need to max out or do that astronomical amount of weight for 3, 4, 5 reps. It doesn't make sense. Go till failure. Do a moderate to slightly heavy amount of weight. Go till failure. Feel the fucking burn. And then when you feel the burn and your brain's telling you, okay, I'm done, that is the moment to where when you're like, man, I can't do any more, your brain is telling you, okay, that's enough, I'm good. Do 3 or 4 more after that.
Yeah.
Do 3 or 4 more after that. And
keep your form.
Yeah.
Keep your form, because I've seen a lot of people do that too when they're going to failure, and all of a sudden their back gets crazy.
No,
and they start trying to pull
you already failed. You already passed failure at that point. That doesn't count. Doesn't count. And there are exceptions to the lower number of reps rule. You don't want to do less than 5 reps in general as a rule of thumb. But one exception would be, for example, if you're very much a beginner and there's an exercise that you don't have any control over the load, and you can't possibly do any more reps. For example, when I was a teenager and I was starting to do pull-ups, I couldn't do like more than 3. Mm-hmm. So what I would do is like do 3, and then I would wait, rest for maybe like 30 seconds. I would put rubber bands. You know those fitness rubber bands to help. I would put it on the bar to help me, and then I would do like after doing the only 3 I could without help. Then I would do a couple more with help.
And that's essentially a drop set.
Yes, exactly. So you can manipulate those lower those lower rep ranges with a higher load by adding pretty much a drop set after them. So by doing that, you pretty much negate the lower rep range, because you're keeping you're still doing it. You're still doing the exercise just with a lower load, with less weight.
And then the one thing that I've learned in my experience with pull-ups specifically, the only way that you get better at doing pull-ups and doing more pull-ups is by doing more pull-ups.
Oh my God, brother.
You do pull-ups, maybe you go into the gym and you do back day and you do pull-ups and you get 5. Well, the next time you hit back day, do pull-ups, you might get 5 again. But then you just keep doing pull-ups as a warm-up for every single back day. Eventually you're going to get 6, and then you're going to get 10, and then you're going to be able to do 15. That's really, in my experience, the only way to get better at pull-ups is by doing more pull-ups. Yeah. It's a very unique exercise.
It's a tough one, dude. I was in the officer selection for the Marine Corps, and they had something called a Madison platoon up at the university. About the pull-ups. Oh my God, they are all about the pull-ups, baby. And it was every single freaking morning, dude. And every time you go to the bar, max out 7, dead. And then by the end of the year, you're at 15 and you're cruising.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just moving right along. You get used to it.
You just got to know how to control the weight, and that's what it is.
Yep.
You got to control your whole body.
Yep.
You got to control your whole body because there are leaks. That will not make sense at first because, well, it's just my arms moving, but there are leaks of energy on your pull-ups throughout your whole body. Like if you're like rocking your legs, then and your abs are all like you need to lock it in.
Yep.
Everything. You need to lock everything in.
Control your legs. Don't use your legs, but control your legs, control your core, and make sure you have good form, man, with pull-ups.
Absolutely. If you do your pull-ups like you're leaking strength out of your lats.
Yep. Love Great Danes with a good question, or I think a question. Beardo, thanks for explaining getting lightheaded after workout. Did not know and experience it after each workout. Good or bad sign? Love bro science. I would say stay hydrated during your workout. You might need a good branch chain amino acids to drink while you are working out. So branch chain amino acids, in short, that's your BCAAs. That's BCAAs, branch chain amino acids. Drink it during your workout. Stay hydrated, but also control your breathing. Controlling your breathing while you're working out is good as well. Don't hold your breath while you're doing an exercise. When you're doing the rep, you exhale. When you do the rep, you push out air while you're doing the exercise. And then when you are going back up, just say lat pull downs, for example. When you pull down and you're contracting, you breathe out. And then when you're going back up, that's when you bring in the air, and then you exhale on your way down. And I know that might sound counterintuitive. That doesn't make sense. You want air in as you're doing the exercise. No. You exhale as you're doing the exercise, whether it's push, pull, or whatever.
If you hold your breath, that can actually make you pull a Frank Gore and have a stroke. That can actually give you a stroke.
Frank Gore had a stroke?
Chris Gore.
Oh,
we call it Frank. We call him Frank.
I know. Well, I know that. I was just like, is that why he stopped at running back, man?
No. He just got old. Frank Gore just got old.
Yeah.
But that's the bro science for you. Love to see it. Yeah. Deborah with a $50 says, oops, forgot my message. Just added, and I saw your message. Deborah was saying that she showed the show to a lot of her friends and that she enjoys the motivation and the conversation. So thank you, Deborah, with the 100 and with the 50 to follow up. Beardo's bingo arms with $1. Thank you.
Oh, look.
Dog, what's up, dog? Star Wars Dog with the $2 says, hey, y'all have a great Wednesday and stay masculine.
Hell yeah, man.
Thank you very much. Yeah, speaking of Marines.
Hey, look, it's Krista.
Krista's in the chat. Oh, my goodness. Miss Krista Nova says, look at these studs.
Hell yeah.
How you doing, Krista? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Let's see. We got some more super chats about the bodybuilding. Here we go. Risk it for the biscuit for $10. Favorite music other than Dan Vasc for working out?
Only Dan Vasc.
Only Dan Vasc. That is the confirmed. That is the
answer.
confirmed way to increase your testosterone by 20%. Is listening to Dan Vasc while you're working out.
Yes, that's one of our oldest memes.
Yeah. Yep. or listen to Zombie Dick Punch as well. That's a good one. Hey,
you can actually answer the question. Go ahead.
Favorite music I listen to? I like a lot of like instrumental because I don't know. It's easier for me to focus without lyrics sometimes.
100%.
So instrumental, just pump up songs, man. Just listen to pump up songs. Obviously, metal and rock is good. Some pump up
Manowar.
synthesizer music. Manowar's a good one. Also, movie soundtracks. Rocky
Yeah.
soundtrack
Yes.
is a great one to listen to.
Rocky.
Yeah,
The Rocky 4 album is
Yes.
fantastic because
Yep.
it includes some other music from the other movies. The Rocky
Yep.
4 one. That's
Fantastic.
one I would remake completely.
yeah.
I wouldn't skip any song in that album.
Oh,
I
yeah.
could remake that entirely.
Rocky music is great. God of War, the game, God of War 4 and Ragnarok, that game soundtrack is awesome to listen to while you work out. I like a lot of instrumental stuff, but also Man of War is great. And of course, Dan Vasc is great too. Jesus Davila gifted a Fear the Beardo membership. Thank you, Jesus. Hey, boys, I'm going to be right back. Dan, you're in charge. Talk about bodybuilding or something.
Bodybuilding is great, isn't
It's
it?
good
X-Wing?
for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, dude? You know what I listen to is like old style. There's this band and I can't remember the name of them, but they dress up in like all kinds of crazy antlers and like old like Nordic clothing.
Is it Teresa's?
Let me check. Teresa's. How do you spell that?
Turisas.
So they look like that, but no, but it looks like that kind of style for sure.
Uh-huh. Because I
I'll see
love
if I can
Teresa's.
find an
It's
example
great.
of it.
I
Yeah.
recommend it. Chat says G-War. Chorizo. Is
Chorizo.
it G-War? A lot of people are saying G-War. Gwar. I don't know how
Guar.
to say it.
Yeah, Guar.
Gwar.
No, I don't think
that
it's
it?
No, I don't think it's Guar. It could be Guar. Oh, look at that. My mother told me. Song of the Vikings metal cover. Some fucking dude named... I don't know, he's got a ponytail.
Some weirdo.
Okay, here they are. It's Heelung. Heelung? Yeah, here, I'll type it in the chat so you can see the spelling. These guys are weird, dude. Heelung.
Star Wars Dog, Dan, have you done any collabs with Peyton Parrish? No, never. Never did anything with him. But
Alright, I'm back.
I've checked his stuff.
What are we doing?
He sounds good.
was it?
We're talking about bands that dress up as fucking Vikings and how awesome it looks.
Amon Amarth.
Yeah,
Talking about these
dude.
guys. Here, I'll share. See if you can. We'll run it for like 2 seconds so we don't
Actually,
get copyrighted here.
Krista Nova introduced me to Amon Amarth. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen these dudes?
Dude, what's this one?
Heelung.
Heelung.
I want to tell you to leave me and my people.
Oh, that was bad.
That's
They
awesome.
do like-
Be careful because we might
Yeah.
get striked.
Yeah, remember last week?
Yeah,
If you
Last
keep
week
it
we
under
got
5 seconds for the audio, you won't get struck.
and
yeah,
live
just do weird.
live performance, you have a less chance as well.
Okay.
Hey, do you want to react to that little video I posted?
I have it pulled up. We're going to get to that shortly.
Okay.
Randy Janee with the $50. Had a couple of big wins this past week. Crossed the 400 sub mark. And one of my newer videos hit 1,000 views just within 3 days after being released, which is extremely good for a new channel. Very grateful and excited for what the future holds. Congratulations. Randy.
Huge
Congratulations. This is the start to a very exciting, exhilarating path on YouTube. So congratulations.
Yeah.
And Krista confirmed. Krista goes, "Yup." Krista introduced me to Amon Amar.
Krista sent me a song last night, and it's like she keeps sending me that music. That's like, why Krista listens to that? It's like she's this little girl, all cute, all sweet, and I feel like if you check what she's listening, it's gonna be like,
Yeah.
wow,
Wild.
Krista, you're full of surprises.
The room's all covered in pink and everything. You open up the doors.
Yeah, exactly.
Door!
Playing on the last volume. It's like, and she goes like, "Hi, hey, how you doing, Princess Peach?" Yeah.
Well, speaking of bodybuilding and working out, I do have something exciting. I already promoted this a few streams ago on my personal stream, but Fear the Beardo, that's me. We
Hell
are
yeah.
partnered, and the head flagship, I guess, I don't know, sponsorship, affiliate, whatever, with Blue Bonnet. So this is Craig, Stuttering Craig from Side Scrollers. This is his and mine supplement company. So this is kind of Fear the Beardo's first ever real multi-million-dollar sponsorship deal with Blue Bonnet supplements. So the cool thing about Blue Bonnet is what we're doing is we're kind of getting back to basics. And what we're doing is we're doing 4 phases throughout a calendar year. And we just launched the Men's Health Phase 1 bundle. So in this bundle, we have multivitamin gummies, we have Maca Plus, and your nootropic, which is your brain and focus formula supplement. So this bundle, when you buy all 3, you're already saving $12. But if you use code Beardo15, you get $15 off on top of that. So if you're to buy all of these separately, you're going to be spending $12 more than if you just bought it in a bundle. And if you use Beardo15 on this bundle only, you'll get $15 off on top of that. So it's a good deal. Maca. Let me explain Maca for those of you guys who don't know. Maca
just let me preface this with, I'm not affiliated, but I'm going to talk about what I know. 2 of those, the multivitamin and the Maca one, I take every single day.
Hell yeah.
I don't spend one single day without taking a multivitamin and a Maca dose.
Yes.
Maca from Peru.
Maca is good stuff. Maca, so Maca root or Maca powder. In this case, the powder is in a capsule. So Maca is great for hormone health, getting your hormones balanced. It's good for men. Men, it's good for getting rock hard boners. It's good.
Absolutely. It raises your libido.
It raises
That's
your
one
libido.
thing I noticed when I started taking it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm more horny.
In both men and women. It'll give you rock hard boners and get you excited. For women, it'll also get you excited. It'll get you invigorated to grab your man and just have your way with him.
Yeah, the thing is, it doesn't necessarily raises your testosterone or your estrogen. It balances any deficiencies.
Correct.
So if you're lower on testosterone, it will bring your testosterone levels to a normal level. And if you lower an estrogen as a woman, it will balance that too.
Yes, it's a good hormone health, hormone balancer. Maca is for
my
both
mom
men
takes
and
it
women.
too. My mom takes Maca too because of her menopause.
There you go.
And do you know if it's some kind of ground up root from somewhere?
Correct.
It's a root from Peru.
Yes, it's
Peru.
a root. So Maca is a root. It's an herb, I guess you can say, and it gets ground up.
Yeah.
And
it's natural. It's completely natural.
It's all natural. It's all natural. So Maca is good for your hormone health. It's good for your libido, and both men and women. Men and women can take Maca.
Roblox
and
says it will give women boners too.
And for
But
your
it's great
brain,
stuff.
your brain and focus formula, this is your nootropic. This is good for your brain. It's good for brain fog, and also is good on recall, memory recall.
What do they got, like lion's mane in that or something?
It's mushrooms, yeah. So you got lion's mane in there. You got phosphatidylserine in there as well. So good supplement. And me and Craig, I helped formulate these with Stuttering Craig. And
That's sick.
And we planned out an entire 4 phases of what we're going to release down the road into phase 2, 3, and 4. So there will be Blue Bonnet brand pre-workout, Blue Bonnet whey protein isolate. There's going to be Blue Bonnet creatine. There's going to be a whole bunch of stuff.
Creatine is another one I take every single
Are
day.
you saying that Blue Bonnet is infused with bro science?
Yes, so Blue Bonnet is a bro science sponsored supplement company. So if you guys are interested,
Let's go.
Blue Bonnet, Bro Science, Fear the Beardo, we're all partnered. This is the official Bro Science supplement company brand.
I love that you're doing those separated phases because that stuff there is very basic.
This is a good starter.
Yeah, it's very basic.
Yes.
It's something that everybody and their grandmas should take.
And we did that. We planned it that way because there's a lot of people who need to get started. So phase 1 is to get started. Let's get our multivitamins in. Let's get our hormones
and I heard some people.
balanced.
I heard some people offering the point of, Hey, you can just eat better. You can just eat better. Sure, you can. But isn't it good to have a safe ground?
Well, this
just
is why,
know
yes,
that you have
correct.
your basics covered, and then if something happens, if you go through a day that maybe you didn't eat so well, or maybe you go through stress periods that you consume. Stress actually consumes more nutrients than that your body produces and that you eat, that you ingest.
Yeah.
So you have that kind of safe ground to lay on.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. Why not?
And
It's supplementing.
This is
Yeah.
exactly. So me and Craig, we believe that, and this is one thing that me and Craig wanted to hammer home, is that these are supplements. You are supplementing your day-to-day diet. So obviously, what comes first? Getting active, moving, exercising. The most important thing is your diet. Your diet has to be on point, because we're not selling magic pills here. We're not.
That doesn't
selling,
replace a good diet.
No,
Yeah.
you have to have a good diet. Don't eat like shit. Don't be grabbing the candy bar. Don't be grabbing the Twix bar or the Jolly Ranchers or the sweets or whatever. Put that shit fucking down. Stop drinking the sodas. Stop drinking the sodas. Quit that
There's
shit.
no reason for
soda's
anybody
so
to
bad,
drink
bro.
soda, man.
Soda
There's
is one of the worst
zero
things you
reason.
can put in your body.
It's like
Horrible.
what Bernie Sanders says, nobody needs $1 billion. No, fuck that. Nobody needs to drink sodas.
Have you
Sodas.
seen
No.
the sugar? So the craziest thing I still try to figure out with Coca-Cola, every time I look at a 12-ounce can, they put how many grams of sugar in it. But if you physically see what 42 grams of sugar looks like, it's bigger
wild.
than the fucking can.
It's wild. It's wild
Yeah.
for sure.
You're like, how do you do this, dude?
Unseen Dimension says, Beardo, thank you for helping Craig. I was worried when it was just the gummies. And, that's why Craig brought me on. Craig knows I'm into fitness. Craig knows I'm into bodybuilding. I care about my physique and my health and my mental health. So Craig specifically brought me on to help formulate all of these phases. So I am very much involved with developing and formulating these supplements. So that's why I'm here with Craig, the flagship spokesperson, sponsor for Blue Bonnet. I'm
gonna buy in, dude.
together.
I'm not taking anything right now, so I'm gonna be really interested. I'm gonna get this. I'll do a
The
regimen.
very basics that you need, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
And then you know
This-
what,
This
X-Wing?
stuff right here, plus creatine. You should take creatine. Definitely.
we are-
5 grams.
So I don't know if it's either in phase 2 or phase 3 that we are doing creatine. We got protein powder, pre-workout, branched chain amino acids, and also we're doing a green superfood supplement, like your antioxidants as well. We got a lot of stuff coming in the next few phases. But what we planned on and what it is we're releasing in phases because we're getting people started. This is your starter stuff. And then in the phase 2, now we're getting more serious. Now we're going to do the protein powder. Now we're going to do the creatine. And then after that, phase 3, now we're going to do the superfoods. And I don't necessarily remember what all of the phases are that we're releasing stuff in, but that's why we're doing the phases. We're getting you started, then we're taking it to the next level, and then we're getting more serious, and then we're more serious. But chat, real quick, cut out the fucking sugars, cut out the sodas. If you're addicted to soda, start drinking sparkling water. Drink your bubbly water to get off of it. If you're addicted to the bubbles,
Absolutely.
drink some sparkling water. Drink the bubbly water. Quit the fucking soda. Put down the fucking candy bars. Put down the sweets. Eat
You
your
can mix
steak.
natural
Eat-
juices. You can mix a natural juice with sparkling water, and it tastes great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. I want to take
And-
this stuff.
Lemon. Just squeeze half a lemon in
one
one
of my
cup. In one cup
one
of
of
sparkling
my
water.
one of the biggest things that I follow, one of the best regimens that I preach and that I follow is meal prepping. Meal prepping. Rich
huge.
Piana, who's passed away now, but he was a bodybuilder. Rich Piana says you have to eat like a dog. Now, what does that mean? What does eating like a dog mean? Eating like a dog means you eat sometimes the same thing every day. A weighed, measured out portion of food, and that's what you eat every day. So when you meal
I
prep,
do that.
you make your beef and rice and maybe some greens. You put your asparagus or broccoli in there. You do your broccoli, asparagus, rice, and your meat of choice, whether it's chicken, beef, or pork, and you put it in your meal prep containers. You make 10 of them at one time.
Yeah.
You spend an afternoon. So what? You spend 2 or 3 hours cooking and meal prepping and cleaning up. You spend 2 or 3 hours doing that. Well, guess what? Now you have meals for the rest of the fucking week, and you don't got to work for it. You pop it in the microwave, and you got meals.
Yep. And the chances of your falling out of that are very low because it's there. It's just there. You just have to take it and put it on the microwave. So if you don't have that, and you're trying to follow a strict diet, and you're like, you have to cook it every time, the chances of you're just, oh, fuck that, I'm just gonna Uber Eat something. Those chances are a lot
Uber
higher.
Eats is almost worse for your bank account than it is for your body.
Dude,
Oh, yeah. You're going to
tell you
save a lot
something.
of money meal prepping. Because here's the thing. You go to the grocery store, you buy your beef, you buy the rice, you buy the asparagus. You're like, oh, man, I just spent $200 on groceries. Well, guess what? That $200.
You'd be hard pressed to spend that much money on just freaking.
Well, yeah. You Uber Eats 3 times. That's going to be $200, close to it. Uber Eats 3 times. So, yeah, when you go to the grocery store and you're like, man, I just spent $200 on groceries. Well, that $200 is going to last you 2 to 3 weeks. If you have leftover beef, you throw it in the freezer, you need a meal prep again, bring it back out, and then you use it.
Yeah.
And food is so easy, man. Like I'm a huge foodie. I love to cook. I love food. I'm a huge food guy. That's probably why I'm 230 pounds right now instead of 190. But this is the thing, man. All you have to do, a lot of people try to overcomplicate eating. Like they way overcomplicate it, counting your calories, blah, blah, blah. And if that's your lifestyle, like, dude, please get after it. Have fun. It's really easy to eat healthy. Buy whole ingredients, and that's it. Buy whole ingredients and then cook with those whole ingredients. So if you get shit that's in boxes, if you get shit that's in bags, if you get stuff that only needs to be thrown in the microwave for 30 seconds, all of that stuff has been loaded with so much shit to keep it fresh on the shelf for however many years.
Mm-hmm.
Get stuff that will go bad in a week.
Yep.
If it goes bad quick, you're eating well. That's a really simple rule of thumb. If it gets mold on it, you're doing okay. Watch what happens to a fucking McDonald's hamburger when you leave it out on the counter for 3 weeks. It'll look the fucking
same.
Nothing.
Yeah.
It had nothing happens. That's
You'll
the
be
problem.
lucky. You'll be lucky if the lettuce wilts on that burger. That's how bad that shit is.
So
Even the
there's
flies reject it.
Yep. The flies
But
won't even
dude,
touch it.
that's a fantastic start for someone who's coming from like eating junk food every single day. A fantastic start. It will turn your life like 180 degrees. But I gotta stand for counting calories, man. I'm there, and it's like
100%.
if you're trying everything, if you tried everything, and you're trying to sculpt those final 20%, you're like at 80%, and you're trying to sculpt your body those final 20%. Counting calories is a huge hack, man.
Even as a first step, I mean, it's a really simple equation, everybody.
Absolutely.
The amount of calories that you put in versus the amount of calories that you get rid of.
In and out.
Yeah, that's called a caloric deficit. And
Yes.
chat, that's called a caloric
If you're
deficit.
looking to lose weight.
And chat, I'll tell you this. I worked at a vitamin shop for 3 years. That's why I don't have a degree in nutrition. No, I don't. This is bro science here. So this is bro science talking, but trust the bro science. I worked at a vitamin shop for 3 years. Every single week, once a week, we had to go through a course to learn about the new supplements we're bringing in, that we aren't bullshitting people, that we aren't lying to people, that we actually know the stuff that's happening. So I did go through the vitamin shop courses of learning about the ins and outs of the supplements and what's in there, whether it's filler, whether it's just an agent to help absorb. Like there's a lot of, like you see black pepper, and a lot of supplements. That's just to help with the absorption into your body. So I do know what the fuck I'm talking about when it comes to supplements and nutrition. Going to my point, a caloric deficit is the only way, the one and only fucking way that anybody ever in the history of all fucking time has ever lost weight is being in a caloric deficit. What does that mean? That means consuming less calories per day than your daily allowance.
Yeah, and it's
That
not
is
like you
what
need
that
any
means.
other way. It's not like you need another way. That's
Working
the
out
only
helps.
way.
Working
Yeah,
out
that's the-
helps. But
Yeah.
if you work out and you stuff your fucking face, yeah, you might get muscles and look good, but you're not going to lose fucking weight. You're not going to lose the fat. You might burn some fat, but you're not going to lose fucking weight. The only way you lose weight, sorry, Dan, for cutting you off.
No, go ahead.
The only way anybody in the history of fucking ever has ever lost weight is being in a caloric deficit, consuming less calories per day than your daily allowance. That is how you lose weight. And I've had to have this tough conversation with a lot of fucking fat asses in my time at Vitamin Shop. They come in and they say, I've tried everything. I've tried everything. I've tried every supplement. I've tried working out. I've tried doing this. And I'm like, okay, what's your diet fucking look like? Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And I look at them and I say, you're full of shit. Fuck you. I was that guy at Vitamin Shop. I was that guy. They're like, they want to buy a test booster. I'm like, why are you buying a test booster? Have you ever had your testosterone levels checked by your doctor? Well, no. I can't
lose weight.
My friend bought this test booster and he says it works. I'm like, well, is your friend in shape? Yeah, my friend's in shape. Okay. Well, he's probably just supplementing his good diet with his good exercise by taking this test booster. This test booster isn't going to fucking help you lose fucking weight.
Let's fucking go!
Being in a caloric deficit is the only fucking way any fatty ever loses fucking weight. Anyways, sorry, Dan, your point.
Let's go!
Come on!
It's the only fucking way.
The only fucking way.
And it's the only way you need. You don't need anything else. It's simple. I'm not saying it's easy. There are stuff that it's simple and it's not easy, but it's still simple. There's no rocket science to it. Shut your fucking mouth. Stop eating crap. Someone said in the chat, I want to stop drinking soda, but I don't know how. You know how you stop drinking soda?
Stop doing it.
Don't drink. Stop. You know, there's soda there. You know, look at this soda can. Here's a soda can. You know, doing this? Don't do it!
Just don't do it!
Don't do it! Don't drink it! That's how you stop drinking soda. And it's like, it may sound calloused, it may sound like insensitive, but there's no other answer to give you. There's no other way. There's no hack. There's no like, I'm gonna meditate for 10 minutes every time. You just don't do it. Whatever strategy you need to use that will culminate in you not do it, you do that. And just don't drink soda. It's not like someone has a gun to your head. You're gonna drink this fucking soda now. If that's your case, I'm sorry. Then I'm not talking to you. But if that's not your case, you have no fucking excuse. Just don't drink the fucking soda. That's how you don't drink soda.
I'm not going to go on a rant here because those two were beautiful and I don't think there's much that needs to be said. But here's the thing. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to offer a solution, not a problem. For $500 a month, we'll strap a webcam to you. I'm going to put a taser on your neck and I will watch you all day. And if you try to drink the soda, I'm going to zap you with the taser. We'll have live agents all around the world monitoring you 24/7 and we'll just zap you. It'll keep you on track. We'll call it X-Force monitoring.
Let's do that. Every time you drink soda, you come here to the Bro Science Show and you present yourself for shaming. Present yourself for shaming. Say, guys, I drank soda. Call me depreciative nicknames.
Yeah,
it's
make fun of me. I drank soda.
Yeah.
No, so
forgive me, bros, for I have sinned.
In all seriousness,
and we will help you.
Something I heard on Joe Rogan is you really want to make a difference in your life. You want to change something, but you're struggling with the motivation or the willpower to do it. Imagine this. Put yourself, anybody who wants to go on this journey. Imagine that there is a film crew following you every single day from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed. And they are making the documentary about your life. What kind of person you are and what kind of person you could be and what kind of person you are on the track of actually becoming. I guarantee you, if you wake up with that mindset that you are being filmed for the documentary of your life, that of the full potential of your life, you will behave and act a different kind of fucking way. Also, imagine this. Imagine at the end of your life, you pass away, you go up to the golden gates, and you are confronted by Jesus Christ and God himself. And they show you 2 films. Here is the life that you lived and the person that you were. Now here is the life of the person that I created you to be. Here is the life of your potential. Here is the life of your potential, of my plan for you, my son or my daughter. And here is the life that you lived. That should be fucking motivation enough. Being confronted by the Lord himself when you pass away. Here is the life that I had planned for you. Here is what you could have been, and here is the path that you chose. What path are you gonna fucking take?
Hell yeah, man.
Anyways.
Boy, that shit was
man,
deep.
Blue Bonnet supplements. Blue Bonnet Phase 1 supplements.
That was a hell of a plug, Beardo. I mean, goddamn, that was really something.
We got your Blue Bonnet multivitamins, your Maca Plus, and your Brain Focus formula. The bundle, you save $12 just by buying the bundle. And then if you use code BEARDO15, you get $15 off on top of that. So support Bro Science, support Fear the Beardo, support all of us. And I'm really glad and happy that I am with Blue Bonnet doing all that. So
Cool stuff. Hey, you know what we can do for those people who are under the shadow of temptation? We can provide them with a little clip of a video. Like, start clipping this live stream right now. Save it on your phone. And every time you're tempted to drink soda or whatever it is, look at porn, like order Uber Eats or smoke that cigarette or whatever. Play that clip. Don't do it.
We should have a Bro
Don't you
Science
fucking
app
do it.
at,
Don't
like,
you
at
fucking
6:30
do
in the
it.
morning. It's like, wake up, fatty. It's
wake
one of
up, you
us. One
fucking
of the
fat
three of
ass.
us.
Yeah.
Get to the
fat piece of
gym.
bread.
Get to the gym whenever you feel like doing it.
It's like Papa
Go
Swolio. Go to the fucking
Go
gym.
down to the ground right now and do 10 push-ups or 20 or 30. As many as you can. And you'll feel better after it. But just don't do it. Don't do it. I know you're better than that. Don't do it. Otherwise, you will come back the next show and present yourself for shaming in the chat. And we will all shame you and bully you.
Shaming.
Present yourself for the shaming.
Roblox head Leslie Headland says sodas should only be used for digestion. 100% strongly disagree. That is horrible advice. Horrible advice. You know what's good for digestion?
Your stomach.
Your stomach. If you want to take enzymes, or a probiotic, that is good for your digestion.
Dude, have you ever had Unterbrau?
Or fiber. You thought of that? Fiber.
Is that what it's called? Unterbrau?
We're talking like Trump. Fiber.
Eat your
Unterberg.
fiber.
Fiber.
Unterberg.
Eat your fiber. Drop the sodies. Eat the fiber. Take a fucking probiotic. Sodas for digestion.
Lemon
no.
juice.
Do not
I
listen.
start doing it and I get the
Don't listen to
face.
that.
You're like, yeah, and I immediately start doing the face. I can't help myself.
Fiber.
myself.
Fiber.
Take your fiber.
Take your fiber.
Take your fiber. Blue Bonnets. Beardo 15. Get $15 off of that bundle.
Whew. You're never going to
speaking
get
of-
a better plug or advertising than here on Bro Science because that was a whole life lesson and a product placement. It was incredible.
Fuck yeah, it was. You're damn fucking right.
Dubs in the chat for
That's-
Beardo on that one.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
I might know what I'm talking about.
Maybe.
You ever thought
Some people say-
that? You ever thought that I might just know what I'm fucking talking about?
Have
Some
you ever
people say it's not
considered
me.
that possibility?
Yeah. Have you ever considered that me, Dan, and X-Wing might know what the fuck we're talking about?
We know something.
It's the Bro Science,
We know some things.
Fucking
Oh, yeah. The Bro Science, brother.
Bro Science.
bro science.
It's great.
You know,
The greatest show.
Can we get that? Can that be the
Ever.
next one? Punch McLightning. Can we all be different variations of Trump?
so let's listen to this. Dan showed this since we're just on the topic of being hyped up and trying to better our lives. Let's listen to
This is
Jocko Willink.
fantastic segue. Fantastic.
Good dude.
Oh,
Good
dude.
dude right here. This guy knows what the fuck he's... Was he a Navy SEAL?
Oh, yeah. When
He's an-
Jocko
he's
speaks,
an
you
ex-SEAL.
listen.
Ex-SEAL. Here we
Ex-SEAL
go.
commander.
Let's go ahead and listen to this.
Yeah, he was
One
chief.
of my direct subordinates, one of my guys that worked for me, he would call me up or pull me aside with some major problem, some issue that was going on, and he'd say, "Boss, we got this and that and the other thing," and I'd look at him and I'd say, "Good."
Good.
And finally, one day he was telling me about some issue that he was having, some problem, and he said, I already know what you're going to say. And I said, well, what am I going to say? He said, you're going to say good. He said, that's what you always say. When something is wrong and going bad, you always just look at me and say good. And I said, well, yeah. When things are going bad, there's going to be some good that's going to come from it. Didn't get the new high-speed gear we wanted? Good. Didn't get promoted? Good. More time to get better. Oh, mission got canceled? Good. We can focus on another one. Didn't get funded. Didn't get the job you wanted. Got injured. Sprained my ankle. Got tapped out? Good. Got beat? Good. You learned. Unexpected problems? Good. We have the opportunity to figure out a solution. That's it. When things are going bad, don't get all bummed out, don't get startled, don't get frustrated. If you can say the word good, guess what? It means you're still alive. It means you're still breathing. And if you're still breathing, well, now you still got some fight left in you. So get up, dust off, reload, recalibrate, re-engage, and go out on the attack.
Let's fucking go.
Dude, I have
Dude,
fucking
Jocko-
chills right now.
Jocko
Hell
is that
yeah.
dude that's on just another plane of existence.
Dude,
my guy.
he's a real
Like,
life Rambo. Dude,
he- straight
it's,
up.
Yeah, and it's an army thing. It's a armed forces thing.
Yeah.
I remember in the army we used to say, like, we didn't say with those exact words, but there was a saying in the army that it was something like, it's good because it's bad. It would get better if it got worse. And it's like the same underlying reasoning. It's good because it's bad. It would get better if it got worse. That means if it gets worse, it means I can take it. It means I have the opportunity to man up to that problem, and that will make me stronger. So good.
That kind of mentality, like it can be taught. It's a tough road to go down, but that just like Jocko talking like that, it seems reductive to say like half glass full, glass half full.
Yeah.
But it reminds me of Chesty Puller from a long time ago. He said, "Sir, we're surrounded," and he goes, "Good. That simplifies the problem." Now, we don't need to know where they are. We know exactly where they are. We're completely surrounded.
And it's something you
cultivating that
see.
mental fortitude is extremely important.
You see that in the hero archetype all the time. You know those action movies with the one-liners? The guy's always taking stuff, taking the most extreme situations with humor, with a smile. A guy that is big on that is Zorro. Zorro is always smiling. Have you noticed that? In every iteration of Zorro, he's always smiling. He's fighting, he's smiling, he's laughing at the enemy. That's the way, man.
Yep.
Well, do you want to die
it goes back to
unhappy,
Rocky
or-
too. Goes back to Rocky. Doesn't matter how many times you get hit,
Yeah.
you always get back up. What matters is if you get back up. You look at those problems and you see those problems, and how do you face them? They're just minor speed bumps. You just keep fucking going. You just keep going. You're not going to say, oh, man, this problem is just too much. I'm just going to give up. No, fuck that. That's what losers fucking do. That's what losers do. Are you a fucking loser? No, I don't believe that. No, you hit the speed bump, and that's just a speed bump. Now you address the situation, and you keep going fucking forward. You keep moving fucking forward, because that's how winning is done. You just take the problem, you take it on the chin, you solve it, and you move the fuck on, and you go on to the next thing. You take it on the fucking chin like a champ. Something bad happened to you, like he said, you lost your job, good. Now you have an opportunity to go find a better job. Sharpen your skills. Learn something new. Go get a better job. Oh, you almost got fired, you fucked up, and you almost got fired from your job. Good. Now you know what the fuck not to do.
Yep.
Now you know to do what you're told to do what you're supposed to do, and don't make that fucking mistake again. Because that is what growing is about. Growing is about, okay, in the past I made a mistake. I might have done something horrible. I might have fucked over a good friend. I might have cheated. I might have done something. I did something horrible. Well, guess what? Don't do it again. And then that's how you become a different person. You're not the same person that you were 2, 3, 5 years ago. You've learned from that. You were that person a few years ago. Have you made that mistake since? No? Okay, then that's not you. You're not the person that you were 5 years ago when you made that fuck up. Have you done it since? No? Okay, cool. You're a new person.
Yeah, that's the best thing
Hell
I
yeah.
took from that entire speech right there is Jocko is telling you that there is no problem that is insurmountable. The only problem that is insurmountable, if it happens, you don't have to worry it anymore because you're dead.
Yeah.
That's it. The only
Absolutely.
unsolvable problem is death. So everything else, take it on the chin, keep moving. Your mistakes don't define you. It's what you do after you make a mistake that defines you.
That's a very liberating thought, isn't it? That to think your biggest problem of all, which is death, once you have it, you don't need to worry about it anymore.
Yeah, so why do people worry about it?
Yeah, it's great.
Yep. And if someone tries to, I don't know, man. You just got to keep moving on, man. You're not the same person you were. You learn from your mistakes. And here's the thing. If you don't learn from your mistakes, then that's on you. That's not on anybody else. That's not on nobody else. You made a fucking mistake. You fucked up. And if you don't learn from it, then what kind of character? What kind of discipline do you have? None. What's your character? Well, your character is the mistake that you keep on fucking repeating. That's the character. What kind of character are you going to have? Are you going to have the character, the personality of, man, I made a mistake. I didn't know better. Maybe I was ignorant and made a mistake, or I was lazy and I made a mistake. And then you don't do it again. And you learn from that mistake. You have that inner voice. And we said this last week or 2 weeks ago. You have the inner voice when you get angry and you've let go, you've let off, you let the adrenaline completely fucking take over and you become a monster. And then after that, you've learned that you can go there. You have the ability to fucking go there.
Yep.
But then when that happens again, a similar situation happens again, and you know you can fucking go there, but you don't. You have your self-conscious where you say, no, I'm not going to do that. I know I can, but I'm not going to behave that way anymore. I'm a changed person. I'm better now. I've learned from my mistakes. Got to have discipline, man.
Yeah, and we're saying that to ourselves too, right? It's not like we never fuck up on those regards.
I'm literally, when I just said right now, I'm talking to myself when I just
thinking about yourself.
100%.
Me too, man. Whenever I'm talking about that stuff, I'm saying it to myself first because I don't want the audience to feel like we're preaching to them from a high horse or something. Well, that stuff that we're talking about, like we're the first people who need to hear it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm speaking from firsthand experience.
Yeah.
So.
For sure.
God damn, this is some deep ass bro science today. I
This is
love
what
it.
bro science is. This is what bro science is supposed to be.
What other podcasts you hear about shit like that? I tell you, none.
Makes me happy.
It does.
Oh, there's this other one. No, lies.
Growth is
None.
uncomfortable, baby. Growth is uncomfortable when we're little tiny humans and we're growing. What do they call it? Growing pains. That shit hurts. It's uncomfortable. Your bones are stretching. It hurts to grow. And there's no reason that should change when you become an adult. It hurts. It shit hurts.
Yep.
It's not meant to be comfortable because it makes you a better person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You get dumped. You get dumped because of what? One or two reasons. Because you were a bitch and you weren't the man that you were supposed to be and you got dumped.
It hurts.
Or you cheated and you got caught and then she broke up with you. Guess what? You got to face your friends. You got to face the music. You got to face your family because of that. Guess what you don't do? You don't do it again.
And you feel like a piece of shit. And guess what? Like Jocko said, good.
Good. You feel like a piece of shit. Good. Remember that feeling. Remember that feeling of feeling like a piece of shit. And don't do it again.
God, I love this show.
Fucking best! It's the fucking best. Cornboy for 12 months. Never stop growing and learning. You're damn fucking right. You're damn right. Star Wars Dog for $2. Thoughts on the carnivore diet? Carnivore diet is great for people who need a shock. Who need a shock to their digestive system.
Okay, that's me.
It's great for some people.
And it's also good if you have autoimmune issues. If you have autoimmune issues and you go strictly carnivore, where you're just eating beef, chicken, or pork with that's pretty much it. You can mix in some vegetables there, but not much.
Get water.
Let me just be blunt about this. Not for bodybuilders, man. If you want to be a bodybuilder in any capacity,
you need the carbs.
Yeah, you need carbs. But it's like, you guys know I'm a huge fan of Jordan Peterson. He's a huge proponent of the carnivore diet. Our good friend Melanie Mack is also a huge proponent of the carnivore diet. But man, if you want to grow muscle, if you want to train for hypertrophy, you want to be something close to a bodybuilder, even in like not professionally, but like us, like for ourselves, you need the carbs, man.
Well, dude, even Jordan Peterson was like, yo, I think, a lot of people think the carnivore diet sounds incredible, eating steak every day and stuff like that. He's like, this shit is
not
hard.
Easy. It's not easy.
Mm-hmm. But it is
real
cheap.
Hard.
You wouldn't think it is, but if you buy chuck roast and a few sirloins, it might be expensive it might be expensive when you go to the grocery store and you buy it first. You're like, man, I just spent $250, spent $300. When you're on the carnivore diet, you don't need to eat that much.
That stuff fills you.
Yeah.
You stay full for a lot longer, and it'll last you a long time too.
Absolutely.
I'm just so spoiled with beef, bro. You ain't gonna catch me eating fucking chuck roast. I'm gonna be getting ribeyes 5 days a week, baby.
Well, I do chuck roast. I do chuck roast in the Instapot, and I shred it. And I do shredded beef with the chuck roast.
Gotcha.
That's what
That'll do it. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know the names in English of this stuff. I just know I eat meat.
It is a vaca.
My favorite steak, my favorite steak of all time, is a New York strip.
No, ribeye, baby.
Oh, I know that one.
Ribeye.
Ribeye's
all day,
good.
every
It's
day.
it's a little too fatty for me. I feel like I'm wasting. it.
Yeah, I don't like fatty steak.
I don't
This
like
may
the
be
gristle.
The first real
I like
first
marbling.
disagreement we got going on.
I
here.
like marbling in a steak. Marbling's good. The gristle, I don't like the gristle, man. I'm good with a New York strip. Strip is the best cut of steak in my opinion.
Ribeye's king.
New York strip, at least the ones I got, have a little bit of fat in them. But the advantage is that the fat is very like
it's called a fat cap. It's on one side.
Compartmented into a specific area of the steak, and if you want, you can just chop it right off.
Yep.
Oh, good question. How do you cook your steak, Beardo?
Rare, medium rare.
Okay.
I prefer rare.
Dan?
Me too. Same thing.
Yeah. I like blue. People call me a weirdo, dude. And I've ordered it at a couple restaurants, and people are like, are you sure, bro?
Blue is past rare. Blue is almost just uncooked. It's just seared on both sides.
Oh, dude, I love it.
And the middle is pretty much uncooked.
I love it. I'm with you. I just say medium rare because people will think I'm a weirdo. But now that X-Wing said it, I'm comfortable to say, hell
100%.
yeah.
If you're
rare is still mooing. Rare is still mooing. Blue is like completely almost uncooked.
No,
dude,
not necessarily.
If I could, I would eat it completely.
Rare
raw.
is a nice red all the way through, but if it's blue, you're getting a little bit of that rare in the middle. And I'm somebody who eats a whole lot of raw beef, and I say that not here in the States.
I feel like, are you sure you don't like rare?
I love rare.
Rare
beef is still good.
The way you're describing blue is rare to me. Maybe I'm confused. Maybe my rare is blue.
Yeah, mid rare is going to be a little bit of gray on the outside with pink in the middle.
Medium well.
That's a mid rare.
That's medium well. No, sorry, that's medium rare. Sorry, medium rare. Medium rare is a little bit of gray on the top and pink in the middle.
Yeah.
Rare
is pink all the way through.
Is pink coast to coast. Coast to coast.
And then blue is literally almost uncooked in the middle.
Correct. Yeah.
So
okay.
You warm
my
it.
Particular rare,
yes,
right?
That's
what I like.
You warm it.
Blue. You fire up the grill and you go. Done.
Yeah, just a little sealing. Yeah.
But
society oppresses me to cook my food. If it wasn't for that, I would eat it like I would bite the cow straight on the farm, and the cow will go like, "Rrr!" It's like literally still alive. I love raw steak. I love it. I would just season it.
You know what? I'm gonna eat a steak right fucking after this, man. I'm eating a steak.
Sounds good.
I would just season it, warm it a little bit to don't seem like I'm biting something straight out from the fridge, and just.
So here's the thing. Man. There's a couple ways you have to look at it. So like in a dish like tartare, right, or like beef carpaccio.
I've never had beef tartare.
Oh my god, bro, it's so good.
I've never had
so good, and it's a whole lot of raw stuff. You're talking about like raw egg yolk, you know, raw beef. They put capers in there, and maybe a little bit of arugula. It is absolutely incredible. It's so goddamn good. Beef carpaccio, another thing that's a little bit more cured, but I mean cut raw. It's really freaking good. If you're eating a good piece of beef, there's no reason why you would have to cook it to X amount of temperature to make sure you're good to go. Now, if you're buying a steak from Walmart, you better cook that shit to medium rare.
Oh yeah, that's important.
Better cook it to medium rare.
That's important to mention. The source of your steak, it's important to that decision as well.
100%.
Don't go eating anything, just about anything you get from anywhere raw. Because
luckily, I grew up around.
That's an entirely different.
I grew up
it's an hygiene issue.
Knowing where that beef was coming from, right? I might have hung out with that dude in a field at one point, and someday I know there's nothing going on there. They're not in a feedlot, you know, crapping all over each other and eating each other's poo and getting stomach worms and stuff like that. So if you know where it's coming from, I would say absolutely get it as raw as you're comfortable with. So if that's rare, great. If it's medium rare, great.
Grass-fed and grass-finished.
People who eat beef that's gray all the way through should be shot and drugged through the street. You have no business eating beef. At that point, dude, just go eat some chicken. Like, get out of here.
I'm cooking a steak
the tuna of
right
land.
After this show. I am.
What did Jessica Simpson say? It's the turkey of the sea or whatever.
No. Yeah, she said that tuna. She said it's a chicken of the sea or something like that. That tuna was.
No, chicken of the sea is whatever.
I don't know what she said. She said something dumb. Elfie with the $50. Hello, guys. I'm late because of work, but I listened, and thank you for doing the swearing for me. I love you for that. Thank you for being a good mood every Wednesday and for showing me my sketches. Yes, we have the sketch right here. I'll just, you know what? We'll pull it up again. Thank you, Elfie, for the fan art. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. Thank you very much.
It's my favorite.
Elfie.
The chainmail.
She's getting better. Yeah. She's getting better with time.
We have Randy Janine for a $50. Dan, have you thought about covering any songs by Selena? Your voice would fit perfect with Si Una Vez or Amor Prohibito. Next year will mark the 30th anniversary of her death, and that would be a great time to pay tribute to her. Hint, hint. Add it to the list.
Add it to the list.
Add it to the list.
We got a whole list.
Add it to the list. Thank you, Randy, for the $50. We got a lot of super chats that we'll get to. I might not read all of them, but we'll definitely recognize them. Margaret for $5. How do you measure the number of calories you use when exercising? I'm just exercising. You got to get a scale, a food scale.
They have apps now too.
Yeah,
so
apps,
if you put like the
calorie
counter amount,
I don't count the calories that I spend. I just count the calories that I consume, and that's enough. And as X-Wing said, sometimes it's just you don't even need to do that. Just eating better will solve your weight problems.
And you can throw it together too, and like throw it in a Tupperware, throw it on a scale, and know like this much broccoli. You don't have to get it down to a fifth of a gram to know.
You can just eye it. You can just eye measure it, and
that's what I do. And maybe it's because I'm young. But I don't measure or count my shit. I don't do a calorie counter. I just, I know what it's supposed to look like. I know what my meal prep with the proportions, with the beef, the rice, and the veggies. I know what it's supposed to look like. So I don't really count or measure my stuff. I just throw it in there.
The thing with me is that I want to get shredded, man. I want to get super shredded, like.
See, I want to get big.
I want to scare people. No, shredded, and while maintaining muscle.
Get big, then cut.
While maintaining muscle. So that's super hard to do. Everyone can get shredded with no muscle. Just stop eating. But getting shredded, maintaining muscle, that's super hard to do.
That's a fine balance. Yeah.
I'm like 220 pounds. I want to be 240 and fucking huge.
Hell yeah.
I'm 240, but my gut's the only thing that's huge right now.
Chest and back and legs, those are the muscles that get you more weight.
Uppity Janine for a $1.99 for 199 says yogurt works wonders. I will agree. Instead of sour cream, use non-fat Greek yogurt.
You're gonna be hard pressed to get me off sour cream, bro.
Non-fat Greek yogurt. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. X-Wing. Non-fat Greek yogurt literally is the same fucking thing as sour cream, except it's better for you.
Jay's putting perverted
Try it.
stuff in the chat.
What Jay say?
I'll try
Jay
it.
says,
He said, I'm big.
I'm big.
Jay,
Get on my
this is
level.
a family show.
Jay, I sent you the link, man.
He's in the
know-
basement. We don't want to go to that level. We're trying to.
I sent you the link. The Singing Take says, is this your email, fearthebeardo12@gmail? It is. It is. Thank you for the $10. You can email me at fearthebeardo12@gmail.com. Unseen Dimensions for a $5. Been depressed and weak for a while now. I want to turn it around. I support Craig and Bro Science while I work on being more disciplined. Thank you for the kick. Hey,
You're on the right
absolutely.
track,
Bro.
man. Being more
Yes.
disciplined, it's like the
Go for a walk.
biggest enemy of depression. The
That shit will
biggest
change your
enemy
whole
of
day.
depression is discipline. Because discipline gives you stuff to do and stuff to think about. That it's not your
It's
your dark
tough
your
right
dark
now
shit.
in summer too, because it's like where I'm at least. It's like 110 degrees right now. I actually just took a picture of my truck thermometer. It's 110 degrees. Makes it hard to get outside. But dude, just take a walk in the morning. 7 o'clock in the morning. If you work at 8, go take a 15-minute walk. Your whole day changes completely.
Yeah.
You wake your brain up. You breathe some fresh air. It's incredible.
Jay says I was backstage for 15 minutes.
No
or less.
way.
No,
Why'd
no,
you
he-
only wait
no,
for
he
15
wasn't.
minutes?
He's
No,
lying.
he wasn't. He's
We have a
lying.
30-minute minimum for Bro Science. You
He
gotta wait
was
for that.
not.
30
He was
minute
not there.
minimum.
30 minimum.
I would have gotten a text from Jay. Oh shit, I have a text from Jay.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh fuck! I was
no,
going
yeah.
to be like, oh my
I would
god!
have got a text from Jay. If
I
he
would
showed
be
up.
embarrassed to talk to Jay ever again.
Randy Janae for a 2 month says, always love tuning in every single week. Beardo, this is also your periodic friendly reminder that the name is Janae, not Janee. Got you. Randy.
This time is
I
what,
didn't know
this
that.
time it
Janae.
was a friendly reminder indeed.
you.
Because the other time she called you a
know.
fucking idiot. But okay.
Lisa with the $50. Hey guys, glad to be a part of the show. Anyway, I'm late to the party as usual, but I wanted to say hi and give some Bro Science love. Please say.
Oh look, I have a thing going.
Oh, me too, bud. Don't worry.
Oh,
We're
dude.
working on it. Oh, yeah.
If my shirt weren't black, I'd be pitting bad.
How's this called in English?
Pitting.
Pit stain.
Armpit sweat.
Pitting.
Yeah.
In Brazil, we call it a pizza.
A pizza?
Pizza.
Yeah.
You
I
love
got a
pizzas and
pizza.
pizzas and
I got a
Interesting.
pizza.
Grapthar's Hammer for 6 months. Been working on losing pounds the last 2 years. Just started a competition with a couple of other bros to lose weight and exercise, down 6 pounds since last week. Let's fucking go!
That's awesome.
best thing you can
Competition.
do.
Competition is awesome, man.
best thing you can do.
Hell yeah.
It's awesome, and I love the.
Is he wearing an
profile
American
pic.
flag blazer with a Nerf sniper?
That's Jeremy.
It's Jeremy being
That's
weird.
Jeremy.
Yeah,
That is Jeremy.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Kiwi Classic for $10. Kiara fellows have been watching the Expendable series again. Okay, if you were an Expendable, what would your character be? As a female, I would be Saboteur. I love these guys, real men. I'd be the lead, Sylvester Stallone. He's
Me
the coolest.
too.
He's the coolest Expendable.
Absolutely.
Beardo's Bingo arms for 4 months. My arms
know
have
what I'd
been
be.
in a calorie deficit. Thank you. What a palaver for a $20. I hope one day I'll get to do some exercises. I broke my coccyx and fractured my
Coccyx.
spine. In hospital for 5 months. Still can't walk as no feeling below the knees, but I'm not giving up. I'm
Holy
70, but
cow.
not a creepy grandma. Dan, I love Bro Science. Thank you for the $20 and keep up the motivation, man.
Good health.
Don't give up. Don't give up. Clem for a $10. Participating to that live while the French government is messing up helps me to boost myself and move on.
France is wild right now.
Thank you.
It's wild, brother.
Spirian
France
with a
is
$20
wild.
super sticker. Thank you, Spirian.
What's up, Shane?
Joanne Smith for a $20. Just because you are all awesome and I really enjoy the show. Thank you, Joanne. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Here we go. Sundrala for a 25. Hail Wednesday Warriors. With your inspiration, I have lost 32 pounds.
Holy
and
shit.
I'm working out daily. I feel great and I owe it to you, heroes. Thank you. Keep it up. Let's fucking go.
32. That's
Thank
a
you.
lot.
That's
Yeah, it
awesome.
is.
That's
Shout out.
half
My
a
baby weight.
Krista.
That's half a Krista. Thank you. Margaret for a $2 Beardo. How many subs do you need to make 6,000? I am like, I'm less than 100.
Let's
I'm
go.
at 5,909. So
Let's go.
I'm 91 subs away from 6,000.
Maybe Jay could lend you some of his.
Yeah, send some over.
90K.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Why don't you
We're almost
send
there.
some, Dan? You got a couple to spare.
Anyways, Cheryl for $10. I have a treadmill. I keep it on an incline and resistance bands at home. Wondering what you guys have at home for workouts. I have dumbbells. That's pretty much all I have at home.
I have a
is just
pull-up bar,
dumbbells.
but I'm still
I have
afraid I'm
dumbbells
gonna rip the siding off.
and I have a squat rack with a bar and a fuel. How do you call that in English? The way to put on the bar. Dumbbells are the ones
A
with
barbell?
yeah, the ones you
And
put on the
plates.
barbell.
Oh, plates.
The plates.
Yeah, the
That's
plates. Yeah.
I have the clicky dumbbells. So when I was growing up, my dad
Oh,
had
yeah,
a
yeah,
Bowflex,
yeah.
and then he had the
Yeah.
Bowflex adjustables, and I actually found some, and I don't trust them, dude. So like, if I go to do a fly and I feel those weights like shaking
You
on
feel
their
like they're gonna
hooks
slide off, huh?
and just bam, right in the fucking mouth,
Yeah,
missing teeth, the whole
not good.
Yeah. But I
Not
don't
good.
work out at home anymore. I work
Yeah,
out at an actual gym.
I might just get a pump at home, but you
At
gotta
home
go
is
to a
just for
gym.
emergencies.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Viking reacts for 2 months. Netherlands versus England is going on, and my Dutch heart is pumping like crazy. In other news, lost the first 5 kilograms thanks
Nice.
to your inspiration. Congratulations,
5
man.
kilograms is
That's
like
awesome.
it's more than 10 pounds. It's like 12 pounds.
Okay. Elfie for 2 months. X-Wing and the long hair at Amanda's House of Dragon was also very cool. Do not tempt me. Do you understand
Ooh.
that? I don't understand that.
We didn't have to bring that up. I have a
Okay.
fucking Targaryen wig now for the House of the Dragon reviews. Hold up.
Roblox head Leslie Headland for $2. Dan looks like a guy who offers kids candy. I think Leslie Headland looks like that. $5. Amanda Allen. Good afternoon, my 3 favorite sexy handsome men. Dan, thank you for bringing me into a world that has lit up and changed my life.
Yikes.
Boom. Congratulations. Thank you, Amanda Allen, for the $5. We like having you here. Sean H. for $10. Dan, I'm curious, what is your favorite piece of Samuel Kim music? And also, I think you should do a cover of Hellfire from Hunchback of Notre Dame. That would be fire. Hail the bro science.
Grace.
Oh, my goodness.
Why does it have like a feminist bang? Oh, it's not. It's the hairline. Okay.
It's like
Okay.
yeah.
That's
No, but
horrible.
if
That's
you
horrible.
wear it a little
I'm
bit
fucking
forward
Daemon
like that?
Targaryen.
That's horrible.
it will look like a feminist bang.
You should never do this on stream ever again.
I like it personally.
That's great, man.
Yeah, you know what? I
Hey,
do kind of like it.
It's better
gonna
than
grow
the
my
new
hair out.
Witch. It's better than the new Witcher.
Yeah.
That's right. Better than The Witcher. Roblox head
But,
Leslie
but
Headland
wait,
for
what
$2.
was Sean's question? He asked something interesting.
You should. Man, he said you should do Hellfire from.
No, but there was something before that.
Oh man, I clicked away from it.
I'm looking for it.
I clicked away from it. I totally clicked away from it.
We can pull it up later.
Thank you, Sean, for the $10.
Sorry, Sean.
Johanna Vikic for $5. Doing lunch and enjoying bro science. You guys inspire me to meet my goal weight. I was 478, and now I'm under 200 pounds. Only 20 pounds to go.
Holy shit!
Wow,
Bro, what? That's
Johanna?
3 humans.
that is phenomenal.
Let's
and congratulations,
That's insane.
and keep up the good work. The singing takes for a 5. Beardo, you should make a shirt that just says, "Yeah, I'm on that BS" with bro science besides it, like a logo. That's what's y'all favorite guilty pleasure food? A cheeseburger.
Ooh.
Cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
Cheeseburgers, mine.
It's
Yeah, gonna go with our cheat meals.
Cheeseburger
My
or
usual
pizza?
cheat meals. I ate cheeseburger the other day on stream. For America!
For America. So it was your favorite Samuel Kim song, Dan.
Oh, that's right. It's the one he
hard to
did
remember
with me,
names.
which is the intro to this very show. A lot of people don't know. Samuel Kim did the orchestra for
Really?
I'll make a man
Nice.
out of you. My
Nice.
cover.
This one.
The orchestra, everything that you hear there that isn't a heavy metal instrument, it was Samuel Kim.
I wanted to tell you, Dan, that's now a thing here in Reno, Nevada. Believe it or not. I'll make a man out of you is the tee off song on first tee for most golf courses around here now.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah, it's the first tee, so you got to bang a drive out there as hard as you possibly can, and people are playing that song now. I took it to a tournament, and people are like, "Oh, what is that?" I'm like, "Oh, my buddy did a remake of a Disney song." They're like, "This is fucking."
Oh,
sick.
you mean my version?
Yeah, dude.
Fuck,
Whoa.
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's amazing.
Roblox head Leslie Heathen says, Beardo, you missed my Ben super chat. I saw it. We're getting low on time, but I did see it. I highlighted it. But yeah, Roblox head Leslie Headland said, Ben's here. That's a low T. Thank you for the $2.
Ben was in the chat?
Ben was in the chat, unfortunately. And Jeanette for $400 in a different currency. I started bulking. I started bulking a few years ago and forgot to cut. Lost 30 pounds so far. Lots more to go. Walking now to build cardio. Any suggestions for exercise regimen to follow at home? Where do I start? Sent from my iPad. Thank you very much. Body weight, push-ups, sit-ups, body weight squats, and walking is what I would suggest.
And shut your mouth. Stop eating shit.
Yep.
Stop eating crap.
Being
Stuff
in a
that you
caloric
know you
deficit.
shouldn't be eating. It's not like it's, oh, I need a guide. You know the stuff you're eating that you shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
Yep. Eat healthy. Don't eat shit.
Yeah.
Lenny for a $5. Listening to you three is so fun. It always feels like I'm eavesdropping on a man cave convo. That's what the show is.
I like that concept. I
Yes.
love that you see it like that. Thank you for saying that.
I was thinking about that on the way, like before we were starting the show, I was on my way back to the house, and I was like, this is basically just three dudes sitting at the bar with a couple beers.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. That's
Yep.
what the show is. And that's what the show's supposed to be.
Yep.
And Jeanette with a $40 in a different currency. Thank you, and Jeanette.
It's Conan currency.
Marina Sprulane for a $6. I love working out to Dan's metal covers. Physical activity stimulates brain chemicals that may leave you feeling happier, more relaxed, and less anxious.
That's very
100%
true.
They do.
Very true.
true.
And Jeanette with another 40 says, Dan, forgot the message. BS hashtag Weight Watchers ARG. Yes. Keep yourself accountable. Lovely
Luvali.
for a 1 month recommitment says Heilung is German for healing.
Ach so.
You gotta say that angry just because it's German?
Yeah. Heilung! Heilung!
The first four letters of that are very specific to a certain.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Nini for $6. What's your favorite color, Beardo? Blue. Thank you very much. It's easy. It's blue. Justin Hart gifted 5 Fear the Beardo memberships. Thank you, Justin. KC Cheeto for 2 months. Months ago, I found Geeks and Gamers. I started following the hosts and guests. Y'all are the tribe. I didn't know I was missing. Hail Beardo, Dan, X-Wing, and the chat 199.
Is that a real tattoo, by the way, Casey?
He just got.
I hope
the
it is.
Vindicta piece.
She got the Vindicta tattoo.
Oh my god! Do you want to see some fan art? Let me show you some fan art, dude.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god! Check this out.
Thank you, Casey, for the 2 months recommitment. And I think you gifted 5 or 10 memberships earlier today, so thank you. Spirian with a gifted membership. Thank you, Spirian. You'd love to see it. EDB says, Dan, I'm blocked on your X account. Well, you shouldn't have fucked up.
It happens.
It
I think
happens. It was Dan's manager. It wasn't Dan. Pie Wacket, just don't be weird. Pie Wacket for a $10. Afternoon, gentlemen. Dan, did you get around to watching Tulsa King and any Spyglass in your future?
I haven't watched that, but I want to watch it so bad.
I want to watch Tulsa King too. I heard it's awesome.
Second season's coming out, right?
Yes.
I
Yep.
think so. Yeah.
Kiwi Classic for a 5. They're talking about an age limit here in New Zealand for purchasing soda. Also now banned in schools, educating our kids about sugar in soda. That's awesome. Good. Soda should be banned for kids. I hate seeing fucking fat little kids, dude. Little kids
That
who are
drives
like
me
8
nuts.
or 9 years old and they're fucking humongous.
Yeah.
And I don't look at
Child
the kid.
abuse.
I don't blame the kid. I blame the parents. That's
Yeah.
fucking
Child abuse. Yeah.
It is.
I
It
agree.
is. You see an 8-year-old and they're fucking 200 pounds. That's
You're
on the
responsible
parents,
for
dude.
that kid's health.
That's
Very
horrible.
responsible. Yeah.
Horrible.
You feed them. You do it. Like, you are responsible for that child's health, and you're sending them to an early grave, and you should be fucking ashamed of yourself.
Yep.
Excuse my French.
That's
Look at this.
Look at this.
Look at that. That's awesome.
nice.
That's awesome.
Oh, leg piece, dude. It's incredible. We got so many people who already have this plastered on their body.
That's insane that that became a thing somehow, man. That's amazing.
We're so excited, man.
Love that. Love that. Hell yeah. All right, boys. Well, we're at an hour and 55 minutes. I did have
We didn't cover anything.
We didn't go over any of my links except for the YouTube video, except for the Jocko Willing YouTube video. Yeah. I didn't go over any of my topics, but we're at that time, man. 2 hours. We try to keep the show at 2 hours. Clem the Gall for a $10. I started training legs because I have knee issues, and a couple of years later, I trained whole body, and today I can train close to twice a week. I never could so far. Hey, we'll keep up the good work. That's awesome. That's awesome. Just keep it up and don't give up. Good show today. Hey, Bro Science episode 11. Holy shit, the weeks are just flying by, man. I feel like we just started the show last week, to be honest.
I'm running out of sick time, dude.
Well,
we're going to have to do something. I'd probably just quit my job, live here at the Beard Cave.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah.
Alfred has some work that you can probably do.
Perfect, yeah.
All right.
I'm good
Dan,
at cleaning toilet.
Yeah, you can start installing bidets in all of the restrooms here in the Beard Cave.
I'm a plumber. There you go.
There you go. Dan fucking Vasc, man. Thank you for being here again. And
my pleasure.
As always, almost every single week. You're never gonna miss a week ever again, right? Never again.
Yeah,
Never
because next time I can't do it, you guys are also not gonna do the show, right? In support of me.
That's right. We just won't do it. We just won't do it. We'll just can't. It'll just be the end of Bro Science. The next time Dan can't show up, we're just canceling
the end of it.
the entire show.
And then we'll let
next
the
week
chat
we come
do the
back.
rest of the work. They're going to be atting you on, Twitter.
Where's Bro Science? Dan Vasc, what are you doing, man? What are you doing tonight? What are you doing?
I'm not
What do you got going
sure.
on?
It's the guys. Are the guys gonna play Fortnite or something tonight? What's happening tonight? And Jeremy only worries about his country nowadays. What a loser!
I'm playing.
You mean a goddamn American.
I'm playing Elden Ring tonight. I'm playing Elden Ring
Elden
tonight.
Ring.
Stephen Brown says, Beardo, I tagged you on Twitter. Okay. Sorry. Why is it still highlighted? Go away. All right. Here we go. Let's check it out. Stephen Brown with the lovely Saska
Yeah,
sisters.
buddy.
Oh, my
Yeah,
goodness.
buddy.
Look at that. Look at that. And then, look at
Ah,
that.
boy.
He's got it. Vindicta.
Hell yeah!
So sick, dude.
Look
Who's
at
this
that.
ugly dude beside him?
Yeah, who's this ugly guy, huh? Who's this guy?
Just kidding.
Who's that guy?
I joke.
Look at the Saska sisters. Looking good as always.
I can't wait to get back out to a meetup and actually be with y'all, like, in a real space. You know what I mean?
Great stuff. Live bro science one day. Live
Oh,
in
yeah, let's
person.
do it.
Yes,
Ooh.
at the gym.
Person bro science at the gym.
At the gym.
Hell yeah!
Oh, that'd be a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
X-Wing, what are you doing? What are you doing, man?
After this,
You're having a
fucking
steak,
cooking
huh?
a steak, fucking
Steak
going
and
and working out.
gym.
I'm gonna grab my wife by the hips and just throw her on the bed. Just one of those kind of things.
All at the same time.
Yeah. No. Today's pretty chill. I actually have to go do a little bit of grocery shopping, make sure that we're good for the week, and then I think if I'm I think we're doing a little bit of Sea of Thieves later with Jay and Wicked Virtue. I could be mistaken, but I thought that was
Nice.
on the roster, so we'll check that out. Hop over to X-Wing 5. Give us a follow. Give us some love. We're a small channel.
For now.
Small
now.
channel. You got like 35,000 subs, okay, man?
Yeah. Well, that was,
And
Look at
yeah.
Jay. Jay comes here, talk shit, and then when we talk a little bit shit about him, he's all like,
victim mentality.
Wow.
This is what he does, man. He's like, I'm being attacked.
I sent him the link, man. I sent Jay the link. He never
Wow.
popped in.
He said,
never
he
popped
said
in.
no, you guys suck. Fuck you.
I'm playing Elden Ring tonight, boys. Chat. I'm
Elden
playing
Ring.
Elden
Where are
Ring
you at
tonight.
right now, Beardo? In the game.
I'm trying. I'm at Volcano Manor, and I'm trying to get the Blasphemous Blade. I've completely sidetracked my entire gameplay, and I'm just trying to get the Blasphemous Blade.
Did you kill the Academy lady yet?
Yes, I did.
Lucaria?
Yes, I did.
can't beat her, dude. I can't beat her.
I beat her my second try.
I'm on my third right now.
Did you fight the Firewolf yet, or the Firefox? The Firewolf Fox?
Yeah, the one that's in like the
It's in
classroom.
the academy. It's in
Yeah.
the academy.
Yeah, I beat
It
it.
looks like a library. Glass room.
It's actually the Grace is called the debate room.
Okay. But did you
Yeah.
fight it? Did you beat it?
Yeah.
I beat that one first try.
Oh, I didn't. That was like 12th for me.
Yeah.
Oh, I beat that fox first try.
I'm going
tuned
way
into-
too far ahead and not like tuning my crap up enough.
I tuned into X-Wing once, and he was beating the shit of some fat motherfucker, like looking all purple. Who was that? The fat guy with the tits. Kind of a purple shadow.
Oh, yeah. That was one of those like underground mini bosses. Yeah, I fucked him up.
Oh,
quick.
it was a mini boss.
Yeah. Real quick.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll be playing Elden Ring tonight. Dan doesn't watch my Elden Ring streams. He only watches X-Wing.
Yeah.
But
I only
it is what it
watch
is.
Metal
Some
Gear
of us are
streams.
really good, gaming streamers. What can I say?
I just tuned in real quick. I never stay. I just tune in, talk some shit, and leave. I'm gonna
We
talk
need to
some
get-
shit to Beardo too.
We need to get Beardo a chainmail coif so he can rock this right. You need a chainmail coif.
Beardo with that beard wearing some medieval attire, like in the epic verse thing they're doing.
This stuff is not expensive.
Streaming Elden Ring like that.
Someone
Would be
send it
awesome.
to me.
This is handmade by a guy in India. This is all hand
That's
riveted.
awesome.
So every
that's
single
crazy.
chainmail link is hand riveted to the next one,
That's crazy.
and it's period
yeah.
correct, and
Well,
it's got
my-
the little flip over and everything.
Have you tested that with gunshots?
No, that would be a terrible idea.
My P.O. box is in the description of this video. If anybody wants to send me chainmail helmet thing, you guys are more than welcome to
Get the full
Oh, yeah.
suit. I have the full suit right there.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
All right,
creepy.
boys.
You should draw a face on that guy. Looks like
Maybe I will. I'll put a little Beardo face on it.
draw like a smiley face so he looks
Yeah.
nicer.
Hell yeah. All right, chat. As always, shout out to the mods, the recommitments, the members, the gifted memberships, all of the super chats, and the mods for holding it down in the chat. Bro Science episode 11. I'm playing Elden Ring later tonight, right here on this channel. Margaret Riggle with the $2 says, and with a. Thank you, Margaret. And as always, Dan, X-Wing, Fear the Beardo out. I'm playing Elden Ring later. Catch you later. Bye.
Bye.